When I was a kid, my second sister and I had a craving and sneaked a drink from Dad's prized collection. But after just one sip, I completely lost it, holding onto her arm, crying and throwing a tantrum. It hurts, sis. It hurts so bad. I feel so sick. You are never allowed to touch that again. Do you hear me? But today, after the eldest miss heard about this, she took advantage of my 5 sisters being away and coaxed me into drinking a full glass. So when eldest sister and second sister got back, they saw their usually humble and gentle younger brother latched onto the eldest miss like an octopus. Holy crap! I told you he couldn't drink. He can't hold his liquor. Are you deaf, eldest sister? A thin layer of sweat broke out on Lu Xue's forehead as she watched such a grown man clinging to Pei Ruyan. 21. Xiao Xue, don't force him off. Xiao Xue, don't force it. Forget it. I'll take the trouble. Once he falls asleep, I'll just carry him back to his room. Lu Yige had no other choice, feeling a bit embarrassed. Sorry to trouble you. The corner of Pei Ruyan's mouth couldn't stop twitching up. We're family, no need for such formalities. Lulu immediately rushed over to pull him away. Are you out of your mind? He's already like this, why are you pulling him so hard? You don't know jack crap? Hand him over to me quick. Pei Ruyan's eyes went cold, and just as she was about to stop her, she suddenly felt a sharp pain. I gently bit down on Pei Ruyan's neck, caught completely off guard. Pei Ruyan narrowed her eyes at the sharp, ticklish sting. Ah Chen let go. Luwa panicked, terrified that Pei Ruyan would lose her temper. I lifted my head, staring blankly straight into Pei Ruyan's eyes and mumbled, Mom, do I really look that motherly to you? Mommy. The smile on Pei Ruyan's face began to crack. Lulu sighed and sat back down, saying, You brought this on yourselves. Deal with it. The butler dismissed all unnecessary staff. No one is allowed near, leaving just the 4 of them in the massive dining room. Mom, why are you ignoring me? Mom, it's me, Ah Chen. Don't you remember me? Pei Ruyan's silence only made me more upset. Cupping her face with both hands, I leaned in close to her beautiful eyes, looking completely innocent and pitiful. I was so close to her, so close that if she leaned forward even a fraction, our lips would touch. Mom, why aren't you saying anything? I've been waiting for you for so many years. You finally came back to see me. Mom, are you doing okay over there? As I spoke, my eyes began to well up with tears. Lukokwa sat down next to Lulu and asked what was going on. Lulu glanced sideways at Lu Xue. Since things had already gotten to this point, it was better to just tell her so another person could watch over Ah Chen. It would prevent him from ever touching his dad's hidden stash again. Just one glass and he's completely wasted. And once he's drunk, he'll cling to whoever is closest and call them Mom. Make sure you don't let him drink ever again. Keep an eye on him. Lu Xue turned her gaze toward her younger brother, who was still calling Pei Ruyan Mom. Didn't they never actually meet? How could he have such deep-seated feelings? Lulu let out a heavy sigh. Before our mom married his dad, he had already spent years living with that other woman. When we first arrived, Ah Chen was so thin and frail, looking easily 2 sizes smaller than kids his age. The only notable thing about him was his large eyes. Anyone who didn't know the truth would have thought he was a child from a refugee camp. His dad didn't tell the truth, claiming he had just been sickly since childhood and was hard to raise. Our mom was completely fooled by his sweet talk back then and believed every word. It was only later that we realized it wasn't that he was hard to raise, it was that he was never taken care of properly in the first place. Not only was he stunted, but he also wouldn't speak. Not a single word. I honestly used to think he was mute. Back then, Ah Chen was actually desperately craving for someone to come and save him, and the only person he could think of to turn to for help was his mother, who had already passed away. Lu Xue fell silent. She didn't know how to describe the deep ache she felt in her heart after hearing this. Pei Ruyan heard it all too. No wonder Ah Chen rarely spoke. No wonder he was always so insecure. Don't cry anymore, Ah Chen. Be a good boy. Let's go get some sleep, okay? Mom, your voice is so beautiful. I love listening to it. Really, yeah. Take us to his room. With that, Pei Ruyan supported me, slowly helping me up the stairs to my room. Mom, you smell so good. If you like it, you can take a closer sniff. Mom, your smile is so pretty. Smack. I planted a loud kiss right on Pei Ruyan's cheek. Pei Ruyan's smile grew even warmer. So Mom likes my kisses. Realizing this, I began kissing her even more enthusiastically. Lu Chen? Lulu turned her head toward her brother. Cut that out right now. She happened to see me cupping Pei Ruyan's face, showering her with endless kisses. Couldn't you at least try to stop him? How am I supposed to stop him? Do you want me to just throw your brother on the floor? Lulu was left speechless. After all, she didn't have a leg to stand on. But she quickly wised up. On the way to my room, she walked right alongside Pei Ruyan. The moment I showed any sign of wanting to kiss her, she would immediately stick her hand out to block it. Pei Ruyan was absolutely annoyed by her. When we finally made it to my room, no matter what they said, I refused to let go. I want to stay with Mom. Mom finally came to see me. If I fall asleep, she'll disappear again. Let go quick. No. I only wrapped my arms around her even tighter. Luwa also tried to coax me. Ah Chen, be a good boy. It's very late, you need to sleep. We can talk after you wake up, okay? No, Pei Ruyan gently patted my back. She gently stroked my face. Be a good boy. Get some good sleep right now, and I'll come see you again tomorrow, okay? I want the colorful candies. Alright, I'll bring you some delicious treats tomorrow. What kind of candy do you like? The colorful candies in the small tin box. Okay, then mom has to kiss me before leaving. No way. It's fine. I just got him calmed down. And you just have to provoke him, don't you? He kissed me so many times did I say anything. The two sisters turned their heads away, unable to watch. Pei Ruyan leaned down and pressed a kiss on my forehead. It was light and tender, successfully coaxing me to sleep. Stepping out of the room, Lulu looked at Pei Ruyan, instantly annoyed by her smug expression. The last time he drank too much, he hugged a golden retriever and called it mom. He treated it exactly the same. The only difference is you can actually talk. Lulu, Lu Jue gave her a warning glare, stopping her. She then turned to Pei Ruyan. Ruyan, thank you for your help today. I had no idea Ah Chen would act like this after drinking. Lu Jue felt a massive headache coming on. Pei Ruyan, however, was in a great mood. She waved it off and looked at Lu Sui. His biological mom passed away, but what about his dad? We don't know. Ever since our mom and dad remarried and we moved back, we haven't heard a single thing about him. But I did hear a few things about Ah Chen's dad before. Logically speaking, he doesn't seem like the type to let go of a son. Who married into a wealthy family? Is it possible he secretly reached out to Ah Chen? Probably not. Ah Chen is actually quite timid, and he can't keep things to himself. If it had happened, he would have run over to tell me long ago. Pei Ruyan glanced back at the tightly shut bedroom door and began walking out. Let's cancel tomorrow's party. This time, Lulu spoke up before Lu Sui could even open her mouth. No need. He didn't drink that much. He'll be perfectly fine after a good night's sleep. It won't even affect his breakfast. Lu Weku had felt something was off from the very beginning, and only now did she finally realize what it was. Doesn't Ah Chen know about his own condition? Knowing Ah Chen's personality, he would absolutely never let something like this happen. Yet last night, he clearly wanted to drink so badly. Lulu let out a soft laugh. When he drinks, his mind goes completely blank. Once he wakes up, he doesn't remember a single thing. So all this time, he had no idea he's a lightweight who passes out after just one glass. Let alone knowing that once he gets drunk, he'll latch onto whatever living thing is near and call it mom. Oh, a total blackout with no memory. That's not fair. Ah Chen got to take advantage of the situation for nothing. Waking up after a great night's sleep, I stretched my arms. Last night's champagne was seriously delicious. I'm definitely having it again next time. Eldest sister is way more generous than second sister. I'll ask her for more champagne next time. Humming to myself, I washed up, changed my clothes, and went downstairs. Look who's finally awake. Lulu pulled out the chair next to her. Seeing how full of energy I looked, Lu Sui knew immediately that I had indeed completely blacked out. Morning, second sister. Morning, eldest sister. Let's eat. I sat down, took a bite of a bun, and suddenly muttered, yesterday's champagne was so good. The party is still happening today, right? Can I have another glass? No way. Absolutely not. That's weird. Eldest sister didn't say that yesterday. You pass out after one glass and you still dare to drink. You didn't take a single word of what I told you. To heart, did you? But I remember having 2 glasses. Oh, should I praise you then? Wow, good job, Ah Chen. My little brother is so amazing, his alcohol tolerance is growing, huh? Alright, that's enough. He knows he's wrong, so stop nagging. Just don't let him drink from now on. Oh, so now you're playing the good guy. Weren't you the one who gave him the alcohol yesterday? Second sister, I won't drink anymore. I was the one who wanted to drink yesterday. It had nothing to do with eldest sister. Don't be mad, I really won't touch it again. Alright, let's just eat, the buns are getting cold. By the way, my boyfriend is coming back tonight. I'll introduce him to you then. Eldest sister, you should bring your boyfriend along too. I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, I see. Then it must be because you're too busy with work and have no time. Plus, she's always wearing such a stern face. What normal guy would ever be interested in her? Eldest sister's expression went cold, and she stomped hard on her foot under the table. Ah Chen, the party starts at 7 tonight. I've already arranged a stylist for you. They'll come over this afternoon. Once you're all dressed up, I'll take you there. Eldest sister, I'm actually a little nervous. I'm not really good at socializing. There won't be any outsiders, just the same few people you've met before. I'll send you the address in a bit, so bring your boyfriend and come early. Got it. That evening, I walked side by side with Lu Sui, slowly heading toward the massive yacht, docked right at the edge of the pier. This is actually our first time here too, Ah Chen. Do you like yachts? Do you like going out to sea? It's alright, I guess. But the moment I got close to the yacht, I just wanted to dive straight into the water. The entire yacht practically screamed luxury and wealth, yet massive red banners were draped over both sides. They read, "Congratulations to our younger brother Ah Chen for passing his physical fitness test." I mean, even people getting into Harvard or MIT don't get this kind of treatment. I literally just passed a regular fitness test. It's just a fitness test. This definitely looks like Xiao Yu's handiwork. She's always trying to do something romantic, but she always ends up overdoing it. Eldest sister. Can I just go back home? Lu Xue was amused by my reaction, gently patting the top of my head. Ah Chen, just have fun and enjoy yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. This isn't about pressure at all. It's just so embarrassing. If I were just a bystander, I'd probably be enjoying the show too. But right now it feels like I am the show. Stepping inside the yacht, I immediately noticed how subtle the atmosphere was. Lulu was holding hands with a handsome guy, sitting off to one side by themselves. Meanwhile, Pei Ruyan sat elegantly right in the center. The moment she saw me walk in, her heart suddenly skipped a beat. The man of the hour is here. She spoke softly, slowly, standing up, and even flipped her hair back as she rose. On her fair porcelain skin, a very noticeable bite mark could be seen. Standing next to her, Xiao Yu's eyes lit up. Holy crap. He Juji, who was walking over, was also stunned. What is going on here? What did I miss? Is there some gossip I don't know about? Right on Pei Ruyan's neck, there was a faint, round, and slightly bruised bite mark. Oh my god, Ruyan. Do you have a man now? His teeth look pretty straight too. Wait, that's not right. Aren't you supposed to be completely uninterested in men? What's the deal with this? Pei Ruyan calmly covered it with her hair, her gaze shifting onto me, as she spoke in a lazy, relaxed tone. A kid drank too much. Kiki let out a loud gasp. A kid, Ruyan, you, if you want to live, shut up. The rest of her words were covered up as Xiao Yu slapped a hand over her mouth. Lu Yue and Lulu obviously knew exactly where that bite mark came from. The two sisters were perfectly synchronized, neither of them saying a word. I was thoroughly enjoying the drama, but then it suddenly stopped out of nowhere. Our little brother is here. Pei Ruyan raised an eyebrow at me. How did you rest last night? The way she asked made it sound like the two of us were incredibly close. Hello, Sister Ruyan. You look really handsome today, little brother. You're a grown young man now, it really shows. Hello, big sisters. Xiao Yu jumped out to take the credit. Little brother, do you like the banners outside? I specifically had them make the font larger and bolder. Though I had a smile on my face, I was cursing her out 1,000 times in my head. I love it, thank you, Sister Xiao Yu. Looking at Ah Chen's reaction, he really did completely black out. He has no reaction to it at all. Xiao Yu exchanged a quick glance with He Zhiji. Now that our little brother is here, let's get this party started. Little brother, why don't you say a few words? Wait, this is way too fast. I haven't even prepared a speech yet. Just say whatever comes to mind. Today is all about celebrating you. Once you kick things off, we can officially start. I looked up at Lu Xue, who was standing beside me, and it turned out she was looking right back at me. Lu Xue gave me a gentle smile. Just say whatever you want. Seeing that it was fine, I took a deep breath, my eyes bright and clear, and spoke in an incredibly serious and sincere tone. Everyone, please eat and drink your fill. Pei Ruyan had originally been quietly sulking, but seeing my clumsy yet completely innocent look, the annoyance in her heart vanished in an instant. She couldn't help but burst into a charming laugh. Ha 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 ha, our little brother is truly a man of genuine feelings. I like that. Come on. This big sister will pour you a drink. He can't drink alcohol. Get Ah Chen some juice instead. Oh, Miss Pei sure knows how to care for someone. Looks like I've really missed out on a lot lately. She scanned the room, looking at me once more. This is seriously hurting my reputation as the ultimate gossip queen of the capital. Xiao Yu loved having fun and organizing events, so she didn't just hire a live DJ, she even brought in a whole band. The atmosphere instantly became hyped up and energetic. Come here, let me introduce you. This is my boyfriend Wang Haiyang. Back when Xiao Yu and He Zhiji were chasing after me, they always gifted such cheap, useless junk. Lulu, on the other hand, was always generous, giving away watches worth tens of thousands without a second thought. I used to think she was the richest one among them, but meeting everyone today made me realize just how horribly wrong I was. Every single one of them owns massive businesses, and they even personally know the wealthiest young miss of the upper class circle. Compared to them, Lulu is just a small-time trust fund kid with a little bit of cash. I feel like I just lost $100 million, but I absolutely cannot show it on my face. Otherwise, I won't even be able to get anything out of Lulu anymore. I've seen that watch before. The basic version costs over 100,000, and the diamond-encrusted one is way more expensive. This money must have come from Lulu. The moment this guy Ah Chen arrived, he became the center of attention. All these rich women are constantly swarming around him, and now he's hypocritically coming over to ask for my WeChat. How disgusting. Lulu held Wang Haiyang's arm as she introduced him to me, and then she turned her gaze toward me. Haiyang, this is my younger brother. He's been wanting to meet you for a while now. His name is Wang Haiyang. He's the same age as you. You can just call him Brother Haiyang. I instantly got a great impression of this Wang Haiyang. His voice over the phone had sounded gentle and refined, but in person he leaned much more toward a rugged tough guy look. He was in incredible shape, and the muscle lines visible beneath his shirt were seriously impressive. Hello, Brother Haiyang. I'm Lu Chen. You can just call me Ah Chen. My second sister talks about you all the time. We were all incredibly curious to see what kind of man could completely captivate my sister like this. Wang Haiyang gave a polite smile, naturally pulling Lulu closer by the shoulder. Hello. Ah, Chen. I had been sheltered a bit too well by my sisters, so I didn't have much experience dealing with people. Because of that, I completely failed to notice that Wang Haiyang's actions actually carried a subtle hint of hostility. Right now, my only thought was how genuinely happy I was for Lulu. Just as I wanted to chat a bit more, I heard someone call my name from the side. Looking over, I saw it was Lu Shui. Well, second sister, brother Haiyang, you two enjoy yourselves. I'll go see what eldest sister needs me for. No drinking? Lulu, how can you let another man get that close to you? That's my little brother. Of course we're close. I practically raised him myself, you know. Oh, by the way, how much did those shoes you bought for Achen today cost? Let me reimburse you. Wang Haiyang was too embarrassed to admit that the shoes were actually cheap knockoffs, so he cleared his throat and said, that's just a little gift for your brother. There's absolutely no need for you to reimburse me. Besides, I love you way too much to worry about that. Then let me buy you a yearly gym membership. You can go check it out with my brother later. Hey, eldest sister. What's up? They all prepared gifts for you. No matter what they give you, just accept it graciously. I'll handle everything else. Whenever it's time to send gifts to their siblings, I never skip out. So it's basically like exchanging gifts. In that case, eldest sister, I'll give this stuff to you once we get home, so you can get your money's worth, letting you win your money back. Lu Suok was stunned for a second. Does my little brother think I'm broke? But then again, I've never actually given Achen any direct cash. It's only natural for him to assume that. Sigh, it's my fault for not being a better eldest sister. Little brother, you can go to any of my family's luxury spas anytime and just put it on my tab. The environment at our hot spring resort is incredible. Whenever you feel too stressed out from your studies, you can go there to unwind and relax. 461, my brother loves this specific brand. This is my little brother's absolute favorite style. I brought a bottle for you to try as well. It's a limited edition reserve champagne. Thank you, Sister Gigi. Though honestly, there's no way I'll ever get a chance to drink it. I heard you young guys love watching sports games. I happen to have a few tickets lying around. Take them and go watch with your classmates. This featured Qin Ming's absolute favorite player, and they were even VIP section tickets. VIP tickets like these are usually reserved as corporate gifts and aren't sold to the public. Now we won't have to beg anyone for a favor. When it comes down to it, Kiki's gift was definitely the one that hit the spot for me. Kiki's gift was simple and straightforward, requiring no hidden meaning for Lu Shui to decipher. I happily tucked the game tickets away safely. Where's your friend? Hasn't he arrived yet? Do we need to send someone to pick him up? His car broke down, so he'll be a bit late. Eldest sister, go ahead and enjoy your drinks. Don't worry about me. I'm going over to hang out with second sister. Are you sure you don't want to stay here and chat? It's fine, eldest sister. I'll go talk to second sister's boyfriend. Otherwise, being here all by himself. 489. I honestly couldn't see how that man was feeling out of place at all. I honestly couldn't see any sign of that man feeling uncomfortable. Right now, he was busy handing out business cards everywhere, almost giving one to every single waiter on board. After all, this was a high-end luxury yacht worth a massive fortune. Anyone capable of stepping foot on here was bound to be incredibly rich and powerful. On top of that, it belonged to Pei Ruyan. If he took a few casual photos later and posted them online as a glimpse into his daily life, it would definitely make a ton of people jealous. It would also make his persona as a rich heir way more believable. Brother Haiyang, where's my second sister? I saw her just a second ago, but in the short time I spent talking to eldest sister, she was completely gone. She went to change her clothes. She was worried I'd get too tired, so she told me to rest here for a bit. Brother Haiyang, are you hungry? Do you want anything to eat? I can get it for you. I have my own hands and feet. If I want to eat, I can get it myself. I'm not like certain people who only know how to rely on their sisters. Even as dense as I was, I could clearly hear the sharp sting in his words. But I honestly had no idea why he was acting like this. Haiyang Ah Chen. What are you two talking about? Ah Chen wanted to get me something to eat. But as you know, I'm preparing to enter another bodybuilding competition soon, so I don't dare to eat just anything. Your physique is already so incredible, what's there to be afraid of? It's fine to eat a little bit more. Ah Chen, what's wrong? Just as I opened my mouth to speak, a flash of intense disgust darted through Wang Haiyang's eyes, disappearing just as quickly as it came. He spoke up first. Could it be because I just turned down his offer to get me food? And now your little brother is upset. Little brother, you're a grown young man now. Don't be so overly sensitive and whiny. I follow a very strict diet plan for everything I eat. Lulu knows all about it. Yeah, he controls his protein intake and calories very strictly. Chen, there's absolutely no need to get upset over something like this. I guess I really was just too inexperienced. In that moment, I failed to realize that this was what people called playing the victim while being the instigator, or just pure textbook manipulation. The way he flipped the script was faster than turning a page. Ah, Chen, come over here and do me a favor, will you? Alright, one of my friends got a little injured, and she's waiting outside for some help. But you see, I've had way too much to drink, so my vision is a bit blurry. And my hands are shaking. Could you take the trouble and help out your sister Xiao Yu? Oh, sure, I'll go. Where is she? The air outside was much fresher, and I took a deep breath. I really didn't expect Wang Haiyang to harbor such hostility toward me. We had never even met before, so there shouldn't be any conflict. Pei Ruyan's body reacted much faster than her brain could process. Her soft, delicate hand instantly grabbed onto my wrist, and she quickly stepped right in front of me to block my path. But because she was wearing high heels, she lost her balance and stumbled forward, crashing directly into my chest. Well, I guess it's my turn to cling onto you today. I frowned, taking a step back. Who's clinging onto who? And what do you mean by it's your turn today? Only then did Pei Ruyan confirm that what Lulu said was absolutely true. Ah, Chen really does completely black out whenever he drinks. He truly didn't remember a single thing about what happened last night. But she wasn't exactly a saint who would just stay quiet after having someone take advantage of her like that. I didn't ask Sister Xiao Yu who got hurt earlier, so if it were me, you just wouldn't care at all. You just leave me to fend for myself, right? Why am I running into nothing but crazy people tonight? Sister Ruyan, what's wrong? And her expression changed in an instant. Sister Ruyan? Sister Ruyan? I seriously explained to her, but that's how I address everyone else. I am not like them. I am completely different from anyone else. When I was a kid, my second sister and I had a craving. I guess a young mistress spoiled from childhood just refuses to be treated like everyone else. Are there a lot of girls at your school? Pei Ruyan keenly noticed my bad mood and quickly walked over. Who upset you? Tell me and I'll get revenge for you. No one. If you're not hurt, I'm heading back. Qiming should be arriving soon. Saying that, I turned to leave. Pei Ruyan's body reacted faster than her brain. Her soft, delicate hand instantly grabbed my wrist, and she quickly stepped in front to block me. But because she was wearing high heels, she lost her balance and fell right against my chest. I never expected that today it would be my turn to cling to you. Frowning, I took a step back. Who's clinging to you? And what do you mean by it's your turn today? Only then did Pei Ruyan confirm that what Lulu said was true. Ah, Chen completely blacks out after drinking. He really didn't remember a single thing about last night. But she wasn't the type of saint who could stay quiet after being taken advantage of. Pei Ruyan brushed aside her long hair, revealing the bruise mark on her neck. You're the one who bit me here. It hurt the entire night. And now you're trying to fake amnesia? I felt like I had just been struck by lightning, standing frozen in place, staring blankly at the woman, specifically at that very obvious mark on her fair skin. Biting me wasn't enough. And now you want to take a closer look, huh? Are you saying, I did that? What your two sisters didn't tell you? Or did the three of you already align your stories, planning to completely deny everything? Listen to yourself. My sisters knew. Not only did they know, but they also saw it crystal clear, including everything you did to take advantage of me afterward. I took advantage of you. You held onto me so tightly and wouldn't let me leave, forcing me to kiss you. Otherwise, you'd start crying your eyes out. Just like that, my first kiss is gone. Don't you think you should take responsibility for me? You calm down. This can't be real. This is impossible. That's exactly what I said last night. But you completely ignored me. You cupped my face and kept kissing me endlessly, and even forced me to kiss you back. I really did try to resist. With just a few simple words, she completely painted me as a drunkard who forcefully crossed the line with an innocent girl. I wanted to cry, but I forced myself to hold it in. I couldn't just let her say whatever she wanted. All right, the joke's gone far enough. If you take it too far, it's not funny anymore. You think I'm joking with you. The proof is right here. But do you actually have real evidence? You can't just throw out random wild claims and pin such a huge accusation on me, can you? Besides, my two sisters were right there. If I really went that far, they definitely would have stopped me. Well, I don't have physical evidence, but as for those two witnesses, they'll probably just take their brother's side anyway and twist the truth. Sister Ruyan, you have a great relationship with my eldest sister, and Qinming and I are also very good friends. So please stop teasing me. Since you're perfectly fine, I'll head back down first. Qinming should be arriving any minute now. Bye. Ah, Chen, if you take one more step, I will go down right now and tell everyone that you bit me and wouldn't let me go. If you behave, I won't tell anyone about you taking advantage of me for now. By the way, I am not teasing you. Every single word she spoke gently drifted into my mind and hit me hard, making it absolutely impossible to ignore. Only a moment later, an unfamiliar wave of heat suddenly rushed to my cheeks. Eldest sister, where's second sister? Her boyfriend said something came up, so they left first. I'll take you home in a bit. I bumped into her outside just now. So I chatted with Sister Ruyan for a few minutes. Well, Pei Ruyan is acting much better this time compared to before. She actually knows to talk to her friend's younger brother. That's progress. Oh right, you didn't have your phone with you earlier. Xian Ming called you, saying he has something to deal with tonight and can't make it. I told him I'd pass on the message, and asked you to text him back later. Ming lives a much more carefree and spontaneous life than I do, just doing whatever he wants. Must be nice. Good luck, brother. Oh right, Ruyan. Where did you disappear to? We didn't see you all night. We all gave our little brother his gifts earlier. Where's yours? Of course I prepared a gift. Xiao Xue's precious little brother passed his physical test. For such a huge occasion, how could Sister Ruyan possibly come empty-handed? Ah Chen, Sister Ruyan is calling you. Of course I knew that. The moment she walked past me, my heart began to race like crazy. How could I even have any focus left to look at my phone? What's up, Sister Ruyan? Congratulations on passing your fitness test. And thank you for dragging my good-for-nothing little brother along to pass it as well. Thank you. Bro, thank you. Ruyan, you're actually showing so much concern for the younger kids now. That's a huge change from before. You really are caring for them a lot more. Luwak had experienced so much in life, yet she completely failed to see that Pei Ruyan actually had feelings for her younger brother. I guess it's true what they say: when God opens a window, he always closes a door. Luwak just didn't have that kind of intuition at all. Pei Ruyan hadn't had a single boyfriend for all these years, and she never brought a male companion whenever she went out to socialize. Her family background was at the absolute top of the elite circle, and her looks were beyond stunning. Dating someone like her didn't seem like a loss at all. As for Ah Chen, he was a gentleman, well-educated, and came from a great family. So it was a perfect match to keep the blessings within their close circle. But most importantly, no one would ever dare to offend Pei Ruyan over Ah Chen. Pei Ruyan, however, didn't plan on letting me off easy. In her eyes, the fact that she didn't expose who actually bit her right in front of everyone was already incredibly generous. Little brother Ah Chen, hurry up and open it to take a look. Opening the box revealed the key to an Aston Martin, and it was even a custom-made model. I was completely bewildered as to why Pei Ruyan would give someone such an insanely expensive sports car. I really love it. Thank you, Sister Ruyan. Pei Ruyan smiled in total satisfaction, then turned back to continue chatting with Lu Sui. Kiki walked over holding a wine glass. Little brother, this sister wants to ask you something. What is it? How long has your sister known that guy? You mean my second sister and her boyfriend? Yeah, the two of them. Do you know? I'm not entirely sure. I actually just found out about it recently myself. How did they meet? Do you know where they met? At the mention of Wang Haiyang, my chest felt incredibly tight. The frustration that I had temporarily forgotten due to Pei Ruyan's interruption suddenly came rushing back. I don't know. My sister doesn't really talk to me about these things. Alright, you guys, take your time chatting. I'm going over there to check on Lu Chen. Let's exchange WeChat contacts. In case I can't reach Qinming in the future, I might have to trouble you. Pei Ruyan's attitude seemed completely genuine. I opened up my QR code and placed my phone right on the table. The others nearby collectively scanned and added me in perfect sync. Everyone else sent perfectly normal greetings, except for Pei Ruyan, whose very first text to me read, "Save my contact name as Baby Ruyan. I told you I'm not like them. Do it or I'll expose you." This was a blatant, shameless threat. I got furiously mad for about a second, and then completely defeated, I changed her contact name exactly as she demanded. A text instantly popped up demanding a screenshot as proof. Otherwise, Quite speechless, I did exactly what she asked. My phone vibrated again. I sent her the picture showing the name saved as Baby Ruyan. Feeling totally bored, I sat next to Lu Sui and scrolled through my phone. Little brother, your grades are pretty good, right? What are your plans after graduation? Are any teachers or classmates giving you a hard time at school? Are there a lot of girls at your school? Do you have a girlfriend yet? What kind of girl do you like? My little brother is still young. There's no rush for him to start dating. Sigh, true. He's only in his early 20s, younger than all of us. Alright, let's leave it at that. Ah Chen is already dozing off. In that case, we'll head home first. I followed closely by her side, while the remaining 4 women watched the siblings walk away. I never realized Xiao Shui was such a protective older sister before. And with that dense, stubborn head of hers, Ruyan, things might not go as smoothly as you think. If you ask me, you should just lay all your cards on the table. He's single anyway, and dating you is definitely a huge win for him. You're such a brute. With an attitude like yours, you'll never find a husband in your entire life. Screw you, get out of here. The two glared at each other, each letting out a sharp huff before Chi-Chi poured more wine and walked over. I actually saw that guy you two were arguing about today. Logically speaking, there's no way you two should have fallen for his tricks. You've seen it all, so how are you still failing to see through him? Can you just speak plainly? What exactly do you mean? Kijiji also looked toward Kichi. Kiki put on an air of mystery and took a slow, deliberate sip of her wine. I've crossed paths with that guy before. His previous wealthy sponsor went bankrupt and got locked up, so now he's out here looking for a new sugar mommy to leech off of. Ah Chen's mood was visibly off, causing Pei Ruyan's brows to furrow instantly. Pei Ruyan spoke up, "Give us the details." "What's the story there? My sister's boyfriend doesn't like me. In fact, he outright detests me." Realizing this made my originally cheerful mood plummet straight to rock bottom. I couldn't comprehend why, and I didn't even know who to ask about it. It was hard to bring up with eldest sister, especially since she and second sister already didn't get along. Telling mom wouldn't help solve this immediate issue either. It would only ruin her mood while she was away on vacation. As for Chin Ming, he was probably chasing after some pretty girl right now, and definitely wouldn't have time for me. I dragged my heavy steps back into my bedroom. Just then, a WeChat voice call from Pei Ruyan started ringing. I frowned, not really wanting to answer it, but the person on the other end was incredibly persistent, calling over and over again. Does she have something else she wants to explain? If she calls one more time, I'll answer. Pei Ruyan proved to be very patient. On her third attempt calling through, I finally picked up the phone. Hello? Pei Ruyan had just finished her shower and thrown on a casual nightgown. She leaned back comfortably on the sofa, a glass of champagne resting right by her hand. Asleep yet? I'm just getting ready for bed. Is there something you need? I subtly hinted that she shouldn't bother me if nothing was wrong. Actually, I really do have something to ask you. I can't seem to find my bracelet anywhere. Check and see if it's inside your suit jacket pocket. Is she seriously trying to frame me right now? Oh wait, I found it. When did you put this in here? This way, she won't have any excuse to falsely accuse me, right? Well, then I'll go meet you tomorrow to get it back. I'll just have my sister bring it over to you. I spoke at a measured pace, and my voice sounded calm and steady, acting like a hook that left Pei Ruyan's heart itching for more. Have you washed up yet? Yeah, I'm heading over right now. How long do you usually take to wash up? Realizing she was overstepping a bit, Pei Ruyan caught her impolite tone and corrected herself. Here's the thing. 856. I absolutely need to wear that bracelet tomorrow. I want to wear this bracelet tomorrow, so I'm planning to head over right now to pick it up. You can go ahead and wash up first, so it won't get in the way of your sleep. In that case, I'll leave it with the butler. You can just go directly to him to get it when you arrive. You're the one who took my bracelet away, so shouldn't you be returning it to me in person? That's just basic manners. Completely speechless, I agreed to meet in an hour. Right after I finished my shower and dried my hair, my phone rang right on the dot. Hello. Ah Chen. Make sure to put on a jacket. It's getting quite windy outside. Everyone at home is already fast asleep. Clutching her bracelet tightly in my hand, I walked out of the villa. From quite a distance away, I could already spot Pei Ruyan's Rolls Royce parked right outside. She had changed her clothes and was leaning gently against the car door. The white dress she wore made her look even more pure and ethereal than usual. You couldn't really tell day-to-day 880, but Pei Ruyan actually had such an innocent and fragile side to her. Pei Ruyan actually has such a pure and fragile side to her. It's all Chin Ming's fault, for always making me watch those suggestive videos with him, scrolling through comments until my mind is totally corrupted. Sighing, I quickened my steps to open the courtyard gate, walking over to her briskly. Slow down. No need to run. Here's your bracelet. Sister Ruyan, I'll be heading back inside now. Sister Ruyan. What did I say you should call me arguing about this late at night? Well, I know when to compromise. Baby Ruyan. I noticed you barely ate anything tonight. This was made by my family's chef. Just eat whatever looks good to you. Don't go to bed on an empty stomach. It's just a little bit of food, so don't overthink it. You don't need to return the container either. Consider it thanks for helping Chin Ming. Well, thank you then, Baby Ruyan. Eat up and go to sleep. Goodbye. Sigh, I originally just wanted to see him before going to bed, but now my mind is even more disorganized and I can't fall asleep at all. I really am starving. I was actually thinking of asking Jiang Yi to cook some noodles earlier, but now I have this ready-made meal. Saves me the trouble. If this is just a casual 4-course meal and a soup by her chef, then Pei Ruyan's lifestyle is seriously extravagant. Well, a man's gotta eat his fill. Look at you eating a late-night snack instead of sleeping, and looking so incredibly satisfied too. Second sister, you're back. What are you eating? Give me some. I'll go get you some utensils. I got up to fetch a set of tableware for her. Here, dig in. Who cooked this? It tastes amazing. It doesn't taste like it's from our kitchen. Someone sent it over? Eat slowly. Ah Chen, do you not like Haiyang? Why would you say that? He told me you two had an unpleasant conversation and asked me to come back and comfort you. Talk about the villain playing victim. Wang Haiyang was clearly afraid I'd expose him first, so he twisted the truth to throw dirt on me, and my second sister actually believed him. What else did he say? Nothing much. Ah Chen, do you feel like he's stealing your sister away? Which is why you're being hostile toward him. Don't worry, you'll always be my precious little brother. No one can ever steal your sister away from you. Second sister, your boyfriend's character is trash. He says one thing to your face and does another behind your back. When you weren't around, his attitude toward me was terrible. He even mocked me, saying I only know how to rely on you guys. And now he's playing the victim. He actually said such nasty things to you. I wiped my mouth, got up, and let out a cold snort. You believe him over me, second sister, you're a total idiot. After taking 2 steps, I turned right back around and snatched the bowl and chopsticks straight out of Lulu's hands. I'd rather feed my food to a dog than let you eat it. Of course, I believe my own brother. Kid didn't even let me finish my sentence. Babe, you didn't get mad at your brother, did you? Please don't be too harsh on him. He's just too dependent on you, which makes him hostile toward any guy who gets close to you. When it comes down to it, it's just because he's way too close to you. You need to guide him properly. Also, your brother might try to argue with you and claim that I had a bad attitude toward him. Just try to understand that he's still young, so he doesn't know how to handle relationships yet. It's only natural for him to try and throw dirt on me. Don't get mad at him. Just humor him a bit. We'll eventually have to learn how to get along with each other. Lulu picked up her phone and dialed his number right away. Hey babe, Wang Haiyang. What exactly did you mean by those words? Babe, did your brother get upset with you? Look, I'm the one asking you a question here. Are you implying that my brother sees me as something more than just an older sister? Well, not entirely. You and your brother have a great relationship, and you've been together for so many years. He's still young and has never been in a relationship, so it's normal for him to develop feelings for the opposite sex closest to him. 974. Wang Haiyang, watch your mouth. Wang Haiyang, watch your tone. Ah Chen and I are strictly siblings. He only sees me as family, nothing else. He's still just a kid, so it's completely inappropriate for you to talk about him like that. I never want to hear anything like this ever again. It looks like Lu Chen is still way more important to Lulu than I am. But fortunately, I'm only after her money anyway. For the sake of cash, lowering my head and saying some sweet words is nothing. Alright, please don't be mad. I misspoke. I just care about you way too much. I was just getting blindly jealous, okay? Babe, don't stay angry at me. How about I make you some noodles tomorrow? Sound good? I sat on my bed absolutely fuming with rage. A moment later, there was a gentle knock on my bedroom door. Ah Chen, I warmed up some milk for you. Drink it before going to sleep. I'm not drinking it. Go give it to that boyfriend of yours who loves twisting the truth. Alright, stop being angry. I believe you over him. The two of you can date however you want. It's none of my business anyway. Whatever, I still have eldest sister. Sigh, I still have to keep coaxing him. Otherwise, an amazing brother like him will end up totally siding with eldest sister. If my future girlfriend always defended another man, I guess I would get pretty jealous too. I saw the light on in your room. Are you still awake or did I wake you up? I haven't fallen asleep yet. Eldest sister, do you need something? Your allowance probably isn't that much anyway. Now that you're grown up, you also need to start securing some real estate for yourself. When you go out with your friends or see a car you like, or literally see anything you want, you can just buy it on a whim. No, thank you, I really don't need it. The money they give me is more than enough to spend. I don't really have anything I need to spend money on anyway. Just take this card with you whenever you go out from now on. It's always better to be safe than sorry. 1014. She really wished that I could treat her the same way I treat Lulu. He really wished I could treat him the exact same way I treat Lulu. Just speaking my mind directly, and actively reaching out to ask her for money. After saying her piece, Lu Shui turned around and walked out. It seems things are completely different from what I thought. Did I actually use my own cynical mindset to misjudge my gentle, stunning, and incredibly wealthy eldest sister? A card with no password? If I lose it, I definitely won't be able to pay it back. Maybe I really was just overthinking things. Lu Shui has been nothing but polite this time, and she's incredibly protective of me. She even brought me along into her own social circle and literally just handed me this card. Everything Lu Shui was doing left me feeling a mix of sheer joy and deep anxiety. The joyful part was knowing that my hope of getting along peacefully with her wasn't just an illusion. The anxious part came from my own insecurity, fearing that she might just be playing with me. Ah Chen opened the door quickly. This sister is going to take you out for some amazing food. Come on, little brother, I was wrong. I'm truly sorry, okay? What are you shouting for? It's the weekend, why aren't you at work instead of slacking off at home? What does me looking for my brother have to do with you? He's my brother too. Go focus on your own dating life if you have one. Are you out of your mind, Boss Lu? Ah Chen belongs to me. He's my little brother and mine alone. Ah Chen opened the door. Open the door, come on, open up. What kind of crazy tantrum are you throwing now? Stop making such a racket. Is this really how you act as an older sister? What are you two even doing? With messy bedhead and swollen eyes, I finally opened the door. The moment I pulled it open, I was greeted by the sight of both sisters completely on edge. Did you go out robbing banks last night or something? Were you crying? Why are your eyes so swollen? Luhua adjusted her clothes and turned her gaze toward me as well. I just didn't sleep well, had a nightmare. No, I didn't. I just stayed up late playing video games. Are you two okay? Well, if you're up, wash up and come downstairs for breakfast. Hurry up and get ready. I'm taking you out to have some fun today. Neither of the sisters said anything to each other. They each gave me a quick reminder before heading back downstairs. Something is definitely up. Sigh. Come on, let's eat. Stop putting on an act. Are you still angry? No. Ah Chen is always the best at hiding his true feelings. All right, this sister was wrong. Ah Chen is the best. I'll make it up to you today. How about I take you out to have some fun, okay? Didn't you always want to see me go on the drop tower ride? This sister will ride it twice for you today. It's really fine, sister. I can completely understand you, and I can understand your boyfriend too. If it were me, and my girlfriend was that close to another guy, especially one she wasn't even related to by blood, I'd be pretty upset too. You should focus more on keeping him happy. After all, the two of us are family, and that's never going to change. Lulu frowned, just about to say something to me, when her phone suddenly started ringing urgently. Hello? Right after that, I watched as her expression went from normal to dead serious, followed by a wave of pure anxiety. It's fine, I'm heading over right now. Don't worry. After taking 2 steps, she paused and looked back at me with a sheepish expression. With a blank face, I took a bite out of my bun. I'm staying with eldest sister today anyway. It's fine, just go. Ah Chen Haiyang got into a car accident. He doesn't really know how to handle the situation, so I need to go over and help him out. You, just be a good boy and stay home today, okay? Alright, just make sure to drive safely on your way there. Lulu went silent for a couple of seconds, tapped her phone a few times, and then my phone instantly rang out with a notification. Alipay transaction received 20,000 yuan. Ah Chen, did that boyfriend of hers treat you unfairly? Lulu had been quietly observing the two of us the entire time, and it seemed like she suddenly figured everything out. Lu Wook was so sharp that she definitely noticed. Not really, it's just that he probably, maybe since he just started dating my sister, the excitement is still fresh. So he just wants to spend all his time with her. I can totally understand. What that man's true intentions were, and exactly what he was after, could be seen clear as day. Last night, the irritation in that man's eyes when he looked at Ah Chen, even though he hid it perfectly well in front of Lulu, that accidental slip of malice was his true color. Besides, there was no way Lulu and him would last long. It had nothing to do with outside factors. Lulu's current financial capabilities simply weren't enough to satisfy the black hole of his greed. But maybe explaining all of this to Ah Chen wasn't appropriate. The kid was still young, and shouldn't be tainted by such filthy people and situations. I made plans to play golf with some people today. Come along and play with me in a bit. I think I'll pass. I don't even know how to play. If you don't know, you can learn. You're the young master of the Lu family. As you grow up, you'll eventually have to navigate these social circles. So you should get familiar with these things. I put down my bun, wanting to decline once again. Didn't you just say you were going to stay with your eldest sister today? Forgot about that already. Don't worry about not knowing how. I'll hire a coach to teach you. You're so smart, you'll definitely pick it up in no time. How do you know I'm smart? I've kept all your report cards from since you were a kid. Every time you finished your exams, I'd call you to review them. Did you really think I was just doing that for show? Honestly, I really did think it was just for show. Eldest sister, when are we leaving? We'll go whenever you're full and well rested. Today, someone else is begging me for a favor, so it doesn't matter what time we show up. Eldest sister, I'm full. What kind of clothes should I wear? Is this outfit a bit too casual? Like I said, someone else is begging us for a favor today, so you don't need to worry about networking. Just focus on having a great time, okay? Alright then, I won't bother changing. President Lu is here. This is my younger brother. I'll have Guya keep you company for a bit. The coach has already been arranged. Little brother, your brother looks so much like you. How did all the good genes end up in your family? They really were the ones begging Lu Shui for a favor, willing to spout just about any ridiculous flattery. Young Master Ah Chen. I am Guya, President Lu's executive assistant. President Lu has already given me all the instructions. I'll take you over to meet the coach and start learning first. Once President Lu is done dealing with that fat guy, she'll come join you. I don't know the first thing about golf, so I might be a lot of trouble for you. It's really no problem at all. The coach I found for you is the most beautiful one at this entire club. If you don't like her, we can always swap for someone else. Anything is fine, really, as long as their coaching skills are good. After all, we had just met. Even if I wanted a pretty coach, I wouldn't have the guts to ask for one. A lot of wealthy young heirs come here specifically requesting her. Alright, you can try taking a swing now. It's perfectly fine if you miss the ball completely. Just completing the swing counts as a success. I gripped the club with both hands. This coach is acting way too forward, isn't she? I'm not one of those rich playboys looking for women. Don't move. On your very first swing, missing the ball completely means you'll have bad luck for the entire day. Sister Ruyan, I know I'm so beautiful that it's hard to look away. But right now, little brother, you need to focus up. Keep your eyes on the ball. He really is so easy to tease, but he's just so incredibly cute. Look at the ball and now follow my lead to lift your arms. Take the swing, rookie. The ball soared through the air, carving out a near-perfect arc. A massive smile spread across my face. It actually gave me quite a sense of achievement. How did I never notice before that Xiao Shui's little brother was this handsome? It's a real shame Ruyan beat me to the punch. Even if you had noticed earlier, would you have actually dared to make a move? The kid is still so young. If you dared to have any funny ideas about him, second sister Lu would literally skin you alive. But seriously, he is stunning. What's the point of even saying that? Since eldest Miss Pei has her eyes on him, none of us should even dream about it. Should we head over there or should we leave? Are we just gonna stand here and watch them film a romance drama? Is that girl Hijiji coming or what? Are you ever gonna drop it with Hijiji? Are you really gonna throw away our sisterhood over some pretty boy? Alright, that's enough. Once she gets here, you two just hold hands and make up. Isn't it much better for us sisters to just sit back and watch the drama unfold? Yes, you're doing great. When you rotate your body, pay attention to your center of gravity. Keep your right knee steady. And right here, your left arm can be slightly bent. Yes, just like that. If Pei Ruyan actually worked here as a golf coach, the line of people booking her would definitely be out the door. Ah, Chen. Yes, present. So what did I just say? Why does this feel exactly like being called on in class? How am I supposed to know what she just said? I was literally just daydreaming about Pei Ruyan working as a fashion model. Sister Ruyan, well, maybe it's because I lack exercise. But my arms are feeling a bit sore right now. Then let's go take a break. Walking over to the rest area, only then did I realize there were several other people sitting there. Sister Kiki, Sister Longyu, Sister Jiji, you guys are here too. Pei Ruyan gave the small of my back a gentle push from behind, signaling for me to sit down. Chen, why are you sitting so far away from me? I really taught you how to play golf for nothing just now. Little brother, your swing wasn't bad at all. That form was really beautiful. It's actually my very first time playing. Your first time? Then that's seriously impressive. Where's your eldest sister? She's meeting with someone to discuss business. But she'll be over in a bit. After Guya greeted everyone, she instructed the waiter to lay out some items right in front of me. Young master, these are the pastries and juice President Lu prepared for you. Please have some first. She'll be over very shortly. President Lu also mentioned not to eat too many pastries, as she'll be taking you out for hot pot at noon, and she's worried it might upset your stomach. Alright, I guess a little bite here and there won't hurt. Little brother, you're so well behaved. Just because your eldest sister told you not to eat, you're really not eating. Go ahead and eat up. Xiaozhua isn't around and we sisters won't snitch on you. Are these women seriously treating me like a toddler right now? Her brother is being good and yet you're trying to egg the kid on to break the rules. When Xiaozhua gets here and lectures him later, you're taking the blame. I'll take the blame then, so what? What does me talking to little brother have to do with you anyway? So those two still haven't made peace with each other. Whatever, I did my best. Kiki turned her attention back to me. Little brother, where's your second sister? She went out. Did her boyfriend get into a car accident or something? Wait, how did you know that? Not only do I know that, but I also know for a fact that he's completely fine. It's just a minor scratch, that's all. Did he crash into your car? He wouldn't dare hit my car. He only dares to scrape cheap beat-up little cars? Then how exactly do you know about it? Just spit it out already. Why are you acting so aggressive? I'm just giving little brother a few pointers because I don't want to see him get played. If it were anyone else, I wouldn't even bother wasting my breath. Get to the point. Well, it's really nothing major. That boyfriend of your second sister's is just a... Holy crap, you scared the life out of me. Eldest sister, you're here. He's a what? He's just a sports major who graduated a few years ago. Lucia walked straight over into our group. Oh boy, we're done for. Lucia is definitely displeased now. And when she gets angry, she is absolutely terrifying. Chen, how was your practice? I learned the basic form. Sister Ruyan walked me through a couple of swings. And it was actually pretty fun. Since Lu Xue didn't want Kiki to speak, Kiki definitely wouldn't say another word. After all, they're much closer, aren't they? Not bad. I'll take you out to swing a few more rounds in a bit. We're having hot pot for lunch. I already let the family know. Are you guys coming or not? We're coming. Of course we're coming. I'll bring the wine. Little brother. I know. A dessert shop with an amazing ice cream cake. I'll bring you some in a bit. Should I bring my partner along too? Sure, bring him over. He can keep Achen company and chat with him. Ruyan, what about you? Pei Ruyan glanced sideways at me as I sat right next to Lu Xue. Chen's expression looked completely innocent and pure, which instantly struck a chord deep in Pei Ruyan's heart. Lu Xue, my car is broken. I'm riding. Back in yours today. Sure, but what's wrong with your car? There's an issue with the air conditioning vents. Come on, this sister will take you out for a few more swings. Excellent, not bad at all. You grasp things very quickly. You've got real talent as expected of my brother. In the past, I often heard Uncle Lu and Mom talking at home about how incredibly strict Lu Xue was and how it was nearly impossible to hear a single compliment from her. Ruyan, When exactly did you discover the AC vents were broken? Just now. Got a problem with that. Hey, how would I dare to have a problem with it? It's just that I can see Xiao Shui is being super protective of her brother now. Your road to pursuing him is bound to get 10 times harder. And that stubborn blockhead is going to be even more troublesome. Exactly my point. By the way, why didn't Xiao Shui want us telling her brother about it? She probably already knows a thing or two. Xiao Shui is just worried that all this messy superficial drama will only corrupt her little brother's ears. He's still way too young. So let's keep all this chaotic nonsense away from him, alright? Anyway, that guy is just trying to skim some cash. It's not like he's going to commit murder or arson. Lulu has been flexing her wealth out there for so long. It's about time she gets a little reality check anyway. After playing another round, I was completely exhausted. Only then did the group finally pack up to head back. The others all needed to go grab a few things, leaving only Pei Ruyan to hop into Lu Shui's car. How much did you invest into the stock market recently? Stocks. Who would ever think they have too much money? I just threw a few million in there to play around with. I'm planning to invest in a tech company. Are you interested? I noticed little brother seems quite interested. Does little brother trade stocks too? Wait, how did she figure that out? I don't trade stocks, I don't really understand it. If you don't understand, you can take your time to learn. I can teach you later, or your sister Ruyan can teach you. She's actually incredibly good at trading stocks. Yeah, go open an account when we get home. And sister Ruyan will teach you. In 5 years, we'll make you even richer than your eldest sister. How about that? Does allowance money count? Of course. My own first pot of gold actually came from my allowance. You can swipe that card I gave you however you want. Just use it as your starting capital for stocks to practice with. Oh, alright. Thanks, eldest sister. Lu Shui really seemed completely different from what I had always imagined. The second young miss rushed back for a brief moment just now, and then left again in a massive hurry. Just let her be. As long as she doesn't bring any shady people back home, there's no need to report anything she does. She's probably just terrified of making Wang Haiyang upset again. Ah, Chen, do you want to be in a relationship? What are you doing? Why do you look like you've got a guilty conscience? Don't tell me you're secretly dating someone. No, I don't have a girlfriend. And I don't want to date anyone either. I'll think about it after I graduate. Honestly, if you meet the right person, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. You're already in your 20s, which is the legal marriage age. I can be the one to talk to your eldest sister about it. She really did come to test the waters on behalf of eldest sister. After all, Qinming mentioned that this older cousin of his never bothered to care about anyone else's business. Aside from trying to help out her close friend, I really couldn't think of any other reason. Sister Ruyan, I truly have no interest in dating. It's boring. I'd rather focus on my studies, so I can actually help out the family business after graduation. Boring. A little brother? Are we drinking tonight? Do you want to try some of the wine this sister brought over for you? Sure, let me go check out what kind of wine it is. It definitely wasn't like this at the very beginning. How did things end up turning into this? The kid just said he has no interest in dating. So what am I supposed to do now? Wait another 2 years for him? No way. Do you know how long I've been waiting for him already? Sister Longyu, what kind of wine is this? A 2005 Romani Conti. The flavor from this specific vintage is absolutely incredible. I brought it over today specifically for you to try. No thank you, I shouldn't. My eldest sister doesn't allow me to drink alcohol. What's wrong with having just a little sip? When you have to go out for networking in the future, you're bound to have a few drinks anyway. So shouldn't you start practicing from a young age? Otherwise, when other people are doing wine tastings, you won't even be able to tell the good from the bad. You're just an alcoholic. Drink it yourself and stop corrupting the kid. Don't even think about it. The poor kid is practically drooling over it. Yet none of you will let him have a single drop. You keep saying the young guy is all grown up, but in reality, you won't even let him have a taste of wine. Come on, little brother. Sister Longyu will explain to you exactly why this wine is so amazing. This looks absolutely delicious. Wow, it's the ice cream cake that Hijiji brought over. This is actually one of my absolute favorites. While we were having a great time, Qiqi walked in with her partner. Little brother, let me introduce you. This is my boyfriend Zhou Yishan. And this is Xiao Xue's younger brother Ah Chen. You two actually went to the same university. Senior Yishan. Ah Chen. Huh. You two know each other. So you're actually the young master of the Lu family? We've known each other for 2 years, yet I've never heard you mention this. I've never told anyone about it. I was just worried about embarrassing my family. You know how it is. Everyone in my family is incredibly successful. So I was afraid of dragging them down. But you're incredibly successful too. There he goes again, slipping back into self-doubt and self-deprecation. I've told you so many times that thinking like this isn't good for you. Yishan, you actually know little brother Ah Chen? Yeah, he's my junior at school. On his very first day entering the university, I happened to be the senior assigned to welcome him. I honestly never expected that Sister Kiki would be your girlfriend. I've only occasionally heard Senior Yishan mention his girlfriend a couple of times before. I just never expected that the completely useless, party-loving arranged marriage partner he always talked about would actually turn out to be Sister Kiki. So that amazing junior from your school you mentioned before was actually Ah-chen all along? Wow, talk about a small world. Well, from now on, you can tag along with us more often to come hang out. With Ah-chen, this is absolutely perfect. Now I finally have a solid excuse to see him more often. Her boyfriend was usually such an aloof and cold guy, yet he frequently brought up Ah-chen, which meant he must really like the kid. I honestly never expected that either. Kiki, who was famously known as the ultimate gossip queen of the capital, would actually act like this in front of Senior Yishan. She looked exactly like a well-behaved elementary school student, sitting right in front of their principal. Eldest sister, Sister Kiki's boyfriend is actually my senior from university. I used to look up to him so much. Lugot gently patted my head. Then we should all get together for gatherings more often in the future. Let's just take things one step at a time. Yeah, we're definitely making real progress here. Pei Ruyan watched the way my eyes crinkled into sweet crescents when I smiled. Yet, I was nothing but guarded whenever I faced her. When will Ah-chen finally give me a genuine smile like that? Everyone in the room clearly had their own hidden thoughts. But during the meal, thanks to the two of us, the overall atmosphere at the dining table remained pretty harmonious. Pei Ruyan didn't actually have much of an appetite anyway. She only came along for hot pot just to tease and flirt with me. I'm going to step out for a moment. And Ah-chen completely ignored her, acting as if he hadn't heard a single word. I'll come keep you company. Eldest miss, it's a phone call from the master. Lu Xue stood up from her seat. You guys take your time eating. I need to step out and take this call. Now only Yishan, Longyu Heijuji and I were left at the table. Yishan, do you have any idea what this call is about? I'm not quite sure. Longyu took a slow sip of her wine, shot a quick glance over at Heijuji, then reached out to grab a completely clean wine glass, pouring a bit of red wine straight into it. Holding the glass, she walked over to my empty side and sat down. Come on, little brother. You've got to try this wine I specifically brought for you. Having just one little sip won't hurt at all. Longyu easily pushed the wine glass right in front of me. Xiaosue and Ruyan literally just forbade him from drinking. So why are you actively looking for a death wish? Did I even say a single word to you? I'm talking to my little brother. So what does it have to do with you? My brother Ah-chen is craving some wine, and I'm not letting him call me sister for nothing. Drink up. Even if the sky falls, this sister will back you up. At worst, I'll just take a beating from Ah-chen's eldest sister. Ha ha. Ha ha ha, I swear. I originally intended to decline, but the peer pressure and atmosphere were just too intense. Wow, that's incredible wine. See, I told you that you have great taste. Drink up. Get lost, cheeky. Great capacity. My little brother is amazing. Have another glass. Just like that, I downed 2 glasses of red wine in a very short amount of time. Right after Lu Xue finished her phone call, Pei Ruyan and Kiki both walked back into the dining room. Oh man. You absolute idiot. We all told you not to let him drink. Yet you still fucking egged him on? When Xiaoshui and Ruyan come back to murder you in a second, I'm definitely not stopping them. How the hell was I supposed to know? I thought they just wouldn't let him drink because he's a bit young. Who knew he'd turn into a completely different person when he's drunk? Old, he saved my life. Save your life, my ass. You better stretch out your neck and just wait for death. Ah-chen, come down here. Come to your eldest sister. Mom? Why are you ignoring me again? You even kissed me last time. Mom, it's me, Ah-chen. It's Ah-chen. Look closely. That's not your mom, Sister Longyu. Hurry up and wake him up. She's abusing me. Mom, please just take me away with you, okay? Oh, this poor child is just too pitiful. But just as she finally made up her mind to give me a comforting hug, another hand suddenly shot out from the side, slapping Longyu's hand right away. With a clever twist of force, she pried my arms right off of Longyu's waist, and instead she let me wrap my arms tightly around her. With a completely blank face, Pei Ruyan just let me hold on to her like that, and then smoothly carried me right upstairs as if she had done it 100 times before. Longyu let out a massive sigh of relief and slumped heavily back into her chair. Ah, holy crap, that totally scared the life out of me. She really didn't mean to do it on purpose. She just saw how much little brother wanted a taste earlier, which is why she let him have a little sip. Xiaoshui, I am so incredibly sorry. Seriously, I'm so sorry. I honestly had no idea. I just thought you wouldn't let him drink because he's still a bit young. I really didn't know he'd turn out like this. I'm truly sorry. Let's see if you ever dare to disregard my words again. I won't ever do it again. I swear I won't. Longyu apologized frantically over and over. Lujiuk let out a heavy sigh. Make sure not to spread a single word about what happened today to anyone else. My brother is still young and has a very fragile ego. If outsiders find out about this, he's going to have a really hard time dealing with it. I Longyu swear to the heavens that absolutely no one will ever leak a word about today's incident. Furthermore, if anyone dares to say a single bad word about my little brother in the future, I'll turn on them right on the spot. Xiao Shui might be too polite to kick you, but I'll gladly do it myself. This will make sure you actually learn your lesson. Lu Yue's expression remained incredibly grim. She shot a cold glance at Long Yu. Whenever he drinks, his mind goes completely blank. By tomorrow, he won't remember a single thing that happened. Catching a whiff of a familiar scent, my chaotic emotions finally began to calm down a little bit. Mom, you still love your little Ah Chen, right? When you left us back then, it was because you had no choice and were facing a really difficult situation, right? Open your eyes wide and look closely at exactly who I am. With a completely dazed look in my eyes, I lifted my head up. It's me. I'm your sister Ruyan. Remember, this having a mom is completely useless. Only having Pei Ruyan around is what actually matters. Mom, whatever you say is right. Whatever you want Ah Chen to do, Ah Chen will do it without question. Ah Chen, be a good boy and look at me. Mom says you need to remember this. Whenever you run into trouble in the future, just go find Pei Ruyan, because she is your future wife. No matter how you use her, she completely deserves it. Okay, Mom, I'll listen to you. Mom's good baby. Now repeat it one more time. Whenever I run into trouble in the future, I'll just go find Pei Ruyan, because she is my future wife. And no matter how I use her, she completely deserves it. Good baby, now give me a kiss. And then go to sleep. I cupped my mom's face and gave her a giant kiss, a blissful smile spreading across the corners of my lips. Lu Wuk pushed open the door to my bedroom and immediately froze for a second. I was lying peacefully asleep on the bed, my hands tightly gripping onto one of Pei Ruyan's hands. Pei Ruyan, who usually absolutely despised being touched by anyone, didn't push me away in annoyance. Instead, she used her free hand to gently pat my back over and over again to soothe me. She kept her gaze cast down looking at my face, making it impossible to see the exact look in her eyes. Yet her entire body radiated a remarkably soft and maternal glow. Lu Xiuge's furrowed brows finally relaxed. It made sense. 2 times in a row now, she had been tearfully hugged and called Mom by her well-behaved little brother. Ruyan's heart must have completely melted after being called that by such an adorable boy. Slowly and carefully, she slid her hand out from my grasp, and then meticulously tucked me into the blanket. After staring at my face for a couple of seconds, she reached out and turned off my bedside lamp. Was he abused when he was a child? I'm not entirely sure. Didn't Lulu mention before that he didn't have a good life in the past? It must have been the mistreatment he suffered before Aunt Lan got married into that family. As for exactly what kind of life he lived back then, I'm afraid he's the only person in the world who truly knows. He turns into this exact state whenever he drinks, yet you still plan to keep him in the dark. Just look at how much he craves alcohol. What if he goes out and drinks again somewhere else? What if there are no familiar faces around him when he gets drunk, and someone ends up taking advantage of him? He's so incredibly sensitive and introverted. When that happens, he'll only end up hiding in a quiet corner, constantly replaying and suffering through his childhood trauma all over again. Let's just wait until Aunt Lan gets back before we decide anything. How is Ah Chen doing? He's fine now. I'm so incredibly sorry. Thank you so much. I honestly haven't spent much time with Ah Chen, so I had absolutely no idea he would turn out like this. If I had known, I never would have let him touch the wine. It's all Long Yu's fault. She was the one egging him on the loudest. Kiki is completely right. This really has nothing to do with you. It's a relief that you have such a great relationship with Ah Chen, so you won't judge or make fun of him. How could I ever make fun of him? He never judged me either. Honestly, I just feel incredibly sorry for him. Just imagine how much pain he must have suppressed to end up like this when he's drunk. Kiki took the opportunity to link her arm through Zhou Yishan's. Let's just treat little brother Ah Chen even better from now on, and help him make up for everything he missed out on. In that case, we'll take our leave now as well. We won't disturb you any further, so let Ah Chen get some proper rest. Yeah, exactly. Right after saying that, the two of them left together. Are you heading back home? I can have the driver drop you off. Ruyan had a massive headache and didn't feel like moving at all. I'd rather just sleep over at your place. Alright, I'll have the maid go prepare the guest room then. You just go ahead and relax. I ended up having an amazing long night of sleep. The next morning, I sat up in bed and let out a massive stretch, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was forgetting something. I carefully tried to retrace everything that happened last night, but nothing really stood out. Yet it felt like a thin veil was draped over my mind. Something was right there in front of me, but it remained completely hazy and blurred. What on earth did I actually forget? This bizarre sensation followed me the entire morning. After washing up and changing my clothes, I pushed open my bedroom door and instantly bumped into a woman. Eldest sister. Ah Chen, take a good look at exactly who I am. Sister Ruyan. What are you doing at my house? Am I not welcome here? No, that's not it. You drank way too much last night and crashed at my place, right? I seriously don't know who was the one that drank too much. I quietly followed behind her. My brows furrowed tighter and tighter. Staring at her back, a distant echoing voice suddenly started repeating her name in my mind. Why on earth was I supposed to look for Pei Ruyan again? Though I stayed over at your place for the night? You still shouldn't try to take advantage of me like this. Oh, I didn't. Why would I ever try to take advantage of you? Then why is your face turning so red? Did I have something important to ask you? It looks like brainwashing someone while they're drunk actually works. Well, who knows? Maybe you wanted to treat me to dinner? Buy me some tea. Or perhaps you needed my help with something. Did I really have something I needed from her? I don't have anything to ask. I just need to eat quickly. I have classes today. The woman who was just teasing him was already seated in the dining room, chatting away with Lu Shui. I quickly took my own seat at the table. Did second sister not come back last night? The second young miss came back in the middle of the night. She isn't up yet. Oh, don't worry, I'll drive you in a bit so you won't be late. Great, thanks, eldest sister. I buried my face in my food while Pei Ruyan shot a quick glance at me, not saying another word. Eldest sister, did I do anything weird last night? What exactly do you remember? I just remember Sister Longyu asking me to try the wine she brought over. After that, everything is just a total blank. Ah Chen, have you ever considered that completely blacking out and forgetting everything after drinking is actually a very serious issue? Wait, do you guys actually remember what happens after you drink? Ah Chen, when normal people drink, unless they get absolutely blackout dead drunk, they generally have a pretty clear impression of what happened the night before. I had rarely ever drunk alcohol in the past, and I had never discussed post-drinking experiences with anyone before. I honestly thought forgetting everything was just the norm. Ah Chen, you get drunk after just a single glass. And once you're drunk, your mind completely blanks out. This is both highly unusual and incredibly dangerous. Just think about it. If you were out drinking somewhere, and you weren't surrounded by family, what would you do if you totally blacked out? I absolutely promise never to drink outside again. I'll only drink when I'm at home with family around. Well, alright. At least that's a bit of progress. We can slowly talk about the rest later. You haven't used the card I gave you even once. I still have plenty of allowance money right now. I left that card back in my room. Ah Chen, our family has a massive amount of wealth. It's impossible for just me and your second sister to ever spend it all. I'll try my best. You really should help the family shoulder some of the burden by spending it. Goodbye, eldest sister. Hey Boss Lu, what on earth is wrong with you? Did you let Ah Chen drink alcohol again? How on earth did you watch over him? This happened inside your own home. How could you let someone force alcohol down his throat right under your nose? Are you totally useless? Wait, how did you find out? I know everything now, and you guys were seriously trying to keep me in the dark, weren't you? Just because I'm in a relationship right now. And what do you mean by it's your turn today? Lua expressionlessly hung up the phone, condoning her boyfriend's bullying of her little brother and staying out at nightclubs until midnight before coming home. She has absolutely no right to lecture me. Lulu was at home with her hair in a complete mess, staring at the video sent to her phone, her head throbbing with a raging headache, zooming in on the video with both hands. Long Yu right. Forcing my brother to drink, are you? Fine, outstanding job. Last night, Long Yu was terrified of getting beaten up by Pei Ruyan, so he dragged He Jiji and fled from the Lu mansion, thinking they would apologize once everyone's temper cooled down. He arrived at the company early in the morning to handle some business. President Long, a lady named Lu wishes to see you. Quick, please have her come up. President Long, Miss Lu has arrived. President Long, someone help, are you fucking insane? The second Lu sister actually barged into my territory to beat me up. Do you have a death wish? You're the one with a fucking death wish. Who gave you permission to mess with my little brother? Don't move, I'm going to beat him up myself. You motherfucker! Second Lu sister, if you're trash, you need to practice more. With such pathetic skills, you dared to come all by yourself to my turf to start a fight. If it weren't for the sake of Xiao Sui and our little brother, I would have crippled you today. You still dare to mention my brother. Why on earth did you make him drink yesterday? Alright, I've hit you enough. I'm stopping. Let's have a proper chat. Sister, making our little brother drink yesterday was indeed my fault. But I definitely didn't do it maliciously. I had no idea he would end up like that when drunk. I'll apologize to him later, alright? I was in the wrong too. I let my temper get the best of me. Fine, a fight makes the best of friends. Even though I still don't like you. But we still have Xiao Sui and little brother between us. So I have to show them some respect. You beat me up today, and I fought back as well. But even though you landed an extra punch on me, this matter is now settled. We good. I'm sorry about all this. I'm leaving now. Hey, wait up a second, sister. How exactly did you find out this morning that I was the one who let little brother drink? Boss Lu would never do something as petty as snitching behind someone's back. And Ah Chen blacked out from drinking, so he definitely didn't know either. He Juji and I used to have each other added as friends. She was the one who sent me the video early this morning. Yesterday, I had a little argument with my boyfriend, so I didn't sleep well at all last night. When I saw that video this morning, I completely lost my temper and rushed over here. I really am sorry. Wow, unbelievable. Yesterday, she was actually helping me out by saying nice things. Yet this morning, she immediately sold me out, but whatever. Emotional. Friends are made after a fight. Let's grab a drink together sometime when we get the chance. That absolute piece of trash Hijiji. She just loves watching the world burn, so she decided to snitch on me, huh? Hey, it's me, Longyu. Are you getting a spa treatment right now? I hope my call isn't coming at a bad time. But I figured this matter is pretty urgent, so I had to let you know. It's about Hijiji. She's been chasing after some minor celebrity recently. I tried to persuade her to stop, but she just won't listen. I know how much you absolutely despise people in the entertainment industry, so I called to inform you right away. Just please don't mention that I was the one who told you. Otherwise, she'll completely disown me as a friend. Meanwhile, I arrived at school and immediately saw a deeply frustrated Qingming. What's wrong, beautiful? Did you fail to win her over? Man, I would have been way better off just joining you on that yacht trip. Let me tell you, that girl is breathtakingly beautiful, but her boyfriend is even more handsome. On top of that, he was incredibly polite. He even treated me to a meal and sent me safely back home. Sigh, bro. If you want to laugh at me, just go ahead and laugh. That's just how the world works. Qingming slumped face down onto the desk. Oh, right, by the way, how is your golf game coming along? It's pretty fun. I'm just starting to get the hang of it as a beginner. I actually ran into your older cousin that day and she even gave me some pointers. Wait, what, she gave you pointers? Since when is she ever that kind-hearted? She said it was to thank me for helping you pass your physical fitness test. This world, Ki, has officially turned into a complete stranger to me. It's one thing for that gorgeous girl to have a boyfriend, but now even my absolutely heartless cousin has completely lost her mind. Just destroy this world already. Our major didn't have any classes in the afternoon, so Qingming dragged me along to check out a newly opened arcade. While I was heading to the restroom during a quick break, I overheard someone talking on the phone inside one of the stalls. Just you wait and see. How could I ever be as capable as you? You managed to secure a guy from a powerful political family right off the bat. The guy I'm with is supposed to be a rich second-generation heir, but he doesn't actually have that much money at his disposal. Sure, he's willing to spend on me, but his funds are pretty limited. He's only bought me a couple of watches so far. When my car got scratched, he said he'd pay for the repairs. I had to drop hints for ages before he finally agreed to buy me a new car. And even then, he only covered the down payment for a car worth a few $100,000. I'm honestly just so unlucky. The two guys who were chasing after me before were actually the real deal. They had both immense wealth and serious power. Yet, out of everyone, I somehow ended up picking this broke excuse of a rich heir. What's even more frustrating is that they all know each other. So it's completely impossible for me to crawl back to those other two guys now. Whatever, let's just leave it like this for now. He mentioned he's taking me out on a trip sometime soon. I'll just wait until we get back from the vacation before bringing up the breakup. Besides, I don't even have a new target lined up yet. If you happen to know any rich guys around you, make sure to introduce them to me, okay? I remained completely silent listening until the person finally walked out of the restroom before I pushed my stall door open. Seeing the incredibly dark expression on my face, Qingming asked, "What's wrong?" Hypothetically speaking, if your cousin got a boyfriend, but he's only with her for her money rather than actual feelings, what would you do? Honestly, that's pretty normal. Wait, it's normal being with someone purely for money without any real affection. He's basically just acting sweet to keep your cousin happy. It really is quite common. People nowadays are incredibly realistic. Most of the time, both sides lay out their price tags clearly before anything even starts. If it's entirely consensual, what's the big deal? This kind of stuff happens all the time in our social circle. How could there possibly be that much genuine love out there? People just lock eyes, sit down, and discuss what cards they bring to the table. You keep me entertained and I pay you for your time. But my sister clearly has genuine feelings for Wang Haiyang. Anyone can easily see just how much she truly likes him. Yet that guy is merely stringing her along to milk her for more cash. And once he's gotten enough, he fully intends to dump her without a second thought. Seeing my troubled expression, Qingming spoke up and asked, "Are we talking about your eldest sister or your second sister?" "My second sister. Can you please not mention this to anyone else? I feel like my sister is genuinely invested this time. Do you think I should tell her the truth?" "Don't say a word. There's really nothing to say. Based on what you heard, that guy is just after her money. As long as he keeps your second sister happy in exchange for the cash, that's still a whole lot better than spending money and staying miserable." Qingming clearly had a much more open-minded perspective on this. Besides, who knows when your second sister might just get bored of him? If you bring it up now, she might not even appreciate it. Sigh. This is actually the very first time my second sister has ever introduced a boyfriend to me. Who would have thought it'd turn out to be a situation like this? I still feel really bad for Lulu. To be honest, your second sister plays the field pretty hard out there too. I fell silent for a brief moment. Then, what about your cousin? What? I suddenly felt a sudden urge to gossip. Like, has Pei Ruyan ever had that kind of boyfriend? King Ming lowered his voice, looking dead serious. Keeping a toy boy, I can guarantee she hasn't. Even though she has more than enough money. I honestly suspect she's some kind of freak, not a normal human being. She doesn't like men? Actually, wait, that's wrong. She doesn't like anyone at all. Ah, I see. At the end of the day, it was my sister's personal relationship. No matter what, I shouldn't be the one to interfere. When someone is completely blinded by love, trying to talk sense into them is useless, so I took a cab back home. Lulu was currently in the living room on a phone call. I'm not heading out today. I'll come visit you in a couple of days. Be a good boy, okay? I'll transfer some cash over so you can grab something nice with your friends. 1938, Qing Ming was completely right. 1939, as long as he can keep her happy, that's all that matters. 1940, after all, everyone is after something. 1941, Ah Chen, get over here. 1942, her tone instantly shifted to something entirely different. 1943, sister, what's wrong with you? 1944, how on earth did you get beaten up? 1945, did you get into a fight with someone? 1946, it's nothing, just a minor injury. 1947, right now, I'm asking you, why did you drink alcohol again? 1948, wait, how did you find out? 1949, and what's the deal with the injuries on your face? 1950, oh, I just ran into a random drunk guy at a bar. Ming is right. As long as I can make her happy, that's all that matters. After all, who isn't looking for a little something? Ah, Chen, come over here. Her tone changed completely in an instant. Sister, what's wrong with you? How did you end up getting beaten up like this? Did you get into a fight with someone? It's nothing, just a minor injury. Right now I'm asking you, why did you drink again? How did you know? What's with the injury on your face? I just ran into a drunk guy at a bar. I'm completely fine, but that guy got it way worse. Anyway, right now we're talking about you. Didn't I tell you that you're not allowed to drink? Eldest sister already lectured me about it too. From now on, I'll only ever drink when I'm at home. When I'm outside, I absolutely won't touch a single drop of alcohol. Ah, Chen, you're not allowed to drink at home either from now on. Do you hear me? At the very least, I have to be right there by your side, before you can even think about having a drink. Do you understand? Otherwise, who's going to look after you? Sister, you really truly like your boyfriend, don't you? Of course I do. He's incredibly gentle and kind-hearted. He's exactly my type. I genuinely do like him a lot. Once you spend more time around him in the future, you'll definitely grow to like him too. As long as you like him, that's all that matters. Your happiness and feelings should always come first. Are you avoiding him right now because you're worried he'll get anxious over your injuries? Yeah, exactly. He cares about me so much. If he saw me looking like this, it would completely break his heart. She really is totally blinded by love. This whole situation is a complete mess with no easy fix. But since I've got thick skin and a tough heart, I definitely won't cry about it. Come here, let me apply some medicine to your scratches, sister. Ah, Chen, stop acting so incredibly sarcastic. 1976, Lu Shui had a business dinner that evening and couldn't make it back 1977, so she specifically called to remind me to eat a proper meal. 1978, sitting at the dining table, Lulu's tone was dripping with pure jealousy. 1979, I've only been too busy to look after you for a couple of days. 1980, yet Boss Lu immediately seizes the opportunity to play the role of the perfect eldest sister. 1981, she really is so incredibly scheming. 1982, we're all family, why talk about her like that? 1983, eldest sister has actually been really good to me. 1984, I guess I was just being overly cynical in the past. 1985, my little brother is already starting to take Boss Lu's side. 1986, I'm planning to go on a trip with Haiyang in a few days. 1987, why don't you take a couple of days off from school and come along with us? 1988, me, Remembering what I overheard in the restroom this afternoon. 1989, my entire body froze up for a split second. 1990, but I quickly forced myself to act completely normal again. 1991. I won't go. Exams are coming up soon, so I need to focus on studying. 1992. You should just go ahead and enjoy yourself, sister. You can travel anywhere you want. 1993. But just remember what you promised me before. 1994. You absolutely cannot go to any snowy mountains. 1995. And you are definitely not allowed to go skiing. 1996. Ah-Chen has been telling me to stay far away from snowy mountains since we were kids. 1997. Constantly banning me from ever going skiing. 1998. Don't worry. Besides, Haiyang mentioned earlier that he wants to visit Hawaii anyway. 1999. That's about as far away from a snowy mountain as you can possibly get. 2000. Alright, that sounds perfect then. And staying out at nightclubs until midnight before coming home. Lu Yue has a business dinner tonight and can't make it home for dinner. So she specifically called to make sure I eat well. At the dining table, Lulu's tone was incredibly sour. I only neglected you for a few days. And the eldest Lu sister immediately seizes the chance to play the great big sister. She's seriously so insidious. How can you say that about our own family? Eldest sister is actually pretty nice. Before I was just judging her with a petty mindset. Our little brother has already started speaking up for the eldest Lu sister. I'm going out to have some fun with Haiyang in a few days. Yeah, exactly. He cares about me so much. Thinking back to what I overheard in the restroom this afternoon, my entire body froze for a second, but I quickly snapped back to normal. I'm not going. The exams are coming up, so I need to study hard. You should go, sister. You can go wherever you want. But just remember what you promised me. You absolutely cannot go to snowy mountains. Yeah, exactly. He cares about me so much. Chen has told me since we were kids to stay away from snowy mountains and never allowed me to go skiing. Besides, Haiyang mentioned earlier that he wants to go to Hawaii, which is nowhere near any snow. Just promise me, okay? Pinky swear with me. Look at you, aren't you being a bit too childish? When Qingming arrived back home, he discovered that Pei Ruyan was actually visiting his house. He immediately tiptoed, attempting to sneak back to his room completely unnoticed. You're getting more and more out of line the older you get. Your cousin is sitting right here, yet you don't even bother coming over to say hello. This kid is becoming completely uncontrollable. Where on earth did you go fooling around? 2011, Qingming reluctantly sat down. Please just sit down quietly. I just went out for a stroll with a classmate. We didn't really go anywhere special. With who? Ah Chen. And what did you guys talk about 2016? Although Qingming's parents found the questioning a bit strange 2017, neither of them spoke out of turn. Although Qin's dad and mom found it strange, neither of them said a word. Your cousin is asking you a question. 2019 Qingming quickly recalled their conversation from this afternoon, 2020, trying to filter out what was safe to mention. Please think back to the topic from this afternoon, and only share what's appropriate. Chen asked me if you had ever kept a toy boy. 2022. What on earth are you blabbering about? 2023. Is that any way for a kid to speak? 2024. He was the one who asked 2025. And how did you respond? 2026. I told him that my cousin keeps her personal life completely clean. 2027. And that you always look forward to a pure, beautiful love story. 2028. I said you'd never get involved in that kind of messy nonsense. 2029. Even though there are countless people desperately wanting you to sponsor them. 2030. You've never given any of them a single glance. 2031, a faint smile slowly formed on Pei Ruyan's lips. 2032, Uncle Auntie. 2033, something came up, so I'll be taking my leave now. 2034, regarding the investment you mentioned, just send the proposal to my assistant. 2035, alright, wonderful. Take care on your way back, Ruyan. 2036, wow, it's a done deal. 2037, I can't believe securing this investment went so smoothly this time. 2038. We really lucked out catching Pei Ruyan in such a great mood. Meanwhile, Ah Chen, 2039, is actually starting to care about whether there are any men around me. 2040. Getting into her car, she checked the time and saw it was only 8 o'clock. 2041. She pulled out her phone, tapped on a little mushroom profile icon. 2042, and lightly tapped the screen to send a message out. 2043. My phone suddenly chimed with a notification. 2044, I glanced at the screen and saw she had sent me a few stock codes. 2045, should I buy them or past 2046? And should I buy right now or wait a while? 2047, what exactly does she mean by this? 2048, I really don't feel like chatting with someone I'm not close to. Sister Ruyan. 2049, almost a single second after I sent my message out. What kind of nonsense is a child saying? To their own family. Since he asked, how did you reply? I said my older cousin values her self-respect and longs for a pure, beautiful love. She would never get involved in that kind of messy drama. Even though there are tons of people who want to be her sugar baby, yeah, exactly, he cares about me so much. The corners of Pei Ruyan's lips slowly curled upward. Uncle Aunt, I have some business to take care of, so I'll be leaving now. Send the investment proposal you mentioned to my assistant. Oh, alright. Take care on the road, Ruyan. And just like that, it's a done deal. I never expected this investment proposal to go so incredibly smoothly. We really just caught Pei Ruyan in an exceptionally good mood. Ah Chen, you've actually started caring about whether there's a man around me. Getting into the car, she checked the time and saw it was only 8 o'clock. She pulled out her phone, tapped on the little mushroom avatar, and lightly tapped the screen to send a message out. My phone's notification ringtone suddenly went off. I glanced over and saw she had sent me several stock codes. Should I buy them or not? Should I buy them now or wait for a while? What on earth does she mean by this? I really don't feel like chatting. With someone I'm not close with, Pei Ruyan replied, almost a split second after I sent my message out. But since I really want to make money, I replied. Suddenly, she initiated a video call. Why on earth is she video calling me? Is there a reason she can't just type it out? I absolutely detest communicating this way. But for the sake of money, I reluctantly hit the accept button. Maybe this is just a habit of hers, as people in her position usually prefer talking face to face. Sister Ruyan? Yeah. Have you eaten yet? Mm-hmm. Were those stock codes you sent me earlier? Are they your personal recommendations to buy or something else? Look at this little money grubber. If I weren't helping him make cash, he definitely would have pretended not to see my call. Yeah. Keep an eye on the last 2 codes for now. Once they drop for 5 consecutive days, you can buy in. Alright, got it. So I'll buy the first 2 tomorrow, keep an eye on the last 2, and buy them after a 5-day drop. Thank you, Sister Ruyan. Don't mention it. What stocks do you currently hold right now? I don't actually own any stocks. I've only been buying physical gold. The price has been skyrocketing recently. Gold, huh? Just keep it. Don't sell it even if the price goes up. That's exactly what I was thinking. Ever since I was a kid, whenever I got pocket money, I'd always use half of it to buy gold. Now that over a decade has passed, I've accumulated a lot and made a pretty decent profit too. Chen, is there anything else you want to ask me directly? No, nothing else. I've noted down everything about the stocks. Thank you, Sister Ruyan. Come over to my place for dinner tomorrow night with your eldest sister. Qingming will be coming along as well. Dinner at your place. 2093, after hanging up with Pei Ruyan. 2094, I booted up my computer. 2095, and checked the stock codes she sent one by one. 2096. Out of the first 2, she told me to buy one was a tech company, 2097, and the other was an entertainment firm, 2098. Their current unit prices weren't high, 2099, and their charts showed no massive fluctuations either. 2100, then I suddenly recalled what Lu Shui told me before. After hanging up the phone with Pei Ruyan, I opened my laptop and checked the stock codes she had just sent one by one. The first 2 she suggested buying into were a tech company and a media and film company. Right now their unit prices aren't high, and the fluctuations haven't been too crazy. Then I remembered what Lu Shui had mentioned before. She was looking to invest in a tech company, so could it be this exact stock? If that's the case, there's absolutely no way I'll lose money on this. This is all the allowance money I've saved up, along with the cash Lulu gave me. I immediately calculated the liquid capital I had on hand. It was less than $1 million consisting of my own savings, and the extra money Lulu had handed over. But this is still nowhere near enough. And as for the rest of my money tied up in the stock market, I really don't want to liquidate it. Maybe I should use that black card first. Once I make a profit, I can just return the principal to her. After all, she did say I could use it to practice. The only problem is I have no idea what the credit limit is. I should probably just ask her about it. It's not right to just freely spend someone else's money without asking after all. My phone suddenly rang, and glancing at the screen, I saw my mother smiling brightly in the caller ID. Chen, my baby, what are you up to right now? I'm just getting ready to wash up and go to bed, Mom. Where are you and Uncle right now? We're currently in France. Chen, you haven't been to France yet, right? You should come visit during summer vacation. Your uncle bought a manor here. Looking at my mother now, she seems so much more radiant. It's true that wealth can change a person, but love does it even better. Oh, by the way, sweetie, how have things been going with your eldest sister? Mom, I completely misjudged eldest sister in the past. She's actually really easy to get along with. She's incredibly attentive, and she treats me so well. She even took me out to have fun and gave me a card. Wow, really, I'm so glad you two are getting along so well now. But then again, my baby is just wonderful. Anyone who spends time with you would instantly adore you. So, you and Uncle should just focus on enjoying your trip around the world. There's absolutely no need to worry about me. Alright then, once we've stayed here for a bit, your uncle and I are planning to go see the Northern Lights. You guys make sure to have the time of your lives, Mom. Oh right, what about your second sister? Second sister. She's probably asleep by now. Or maybe she sneaked out to go clubbing again. Whatever, I can't be bothered to deal with her. As long as she doesn't cause any major trouble. As long as you're doing well, sweetie, that's all that matters. Bye-bye, Mom. Talk to you later. After hanging up the phone with my mother, my mind felt completely refreshed. Just a casual chat with family like this is far better than the most expensive therapist out there. I just got back and I was worried you'd already be asleep by the time I finished washing up. So I came straight over without changing out of my clothes first. It's totally fine, eldest sister. Did you have a good dinner? Do you want me to cook some noodles for you? No need. They served a dessert during dinner, and since it looked really beautiful, I had one packed to bring back. Do you want to try it? 2,164. This brought back memories of my childhood when mom would bring home 2,165 cheap but absolutely delicious little cakes after work. 2,166, it also reminded me of my teenage years. 2,167, when Lulu would climb over the school wall just to buy food. 2,168, hiding a box of fried chicken in her backpack. 2,169, that ended up getting squished slightly out of shape. 2,170, and now 2,171. I have the little desserts eldest sister brings back for me after her business dinners. 2,172, these small ordinary details of daily life truly tell me. 2,173, that I am deeply loved by so many people. 2,174, thank you, eldest sister. 2,175, did you have any of it yourself? 2,176, no, I was too busy drinking to actually eat anything. 2,177, I just thought it was something you might like. 2,178, in that case, why don't you go wash up and come downstairs? 2,179, and we can eat it together, okay? 2,180, all right, I'll go head upstairs to wash up. 2,181, you can head down and start eating first. 2,182, there's no need to wait for me. 2,183, walking into the living room. 2,184, I even specifically looked around the dining area for Lou. 2,185, but she was nowhere to be found. 2,186, I pulled out my phone and sent her a message. Sister, where are you? 2,187, eldest sister bought a cake. 2,188, come downstairs and have some too. 2,189, I'm busy chatting with Hai Yang, so you go ahead and eat. 2,190, just eat it yourself. 2,191, and don't give any to Boss Lou. 2,192, she really is so childish. Honestly, eldest sister hasn't had it easy either. 2,193, she went abroad all by herself at a very young age. 2,194, to study and work. 2,195, excelling in absolutely everything she did. 2,196, to be able to grow into such an outstanding person without parents around to watch over her. 2,197, she must have possessed an incredible amount of self-discipline. 2,198, now that she's returned to the country to take over uncle's company. 2,199, I've never once heard her complain about being tired. 2,200, but I distinctly remember It reminded her of the cheap but delicious little cupcakes her mother would bring home after work when she was a kid. During her teenage years, Lulu would climb over the school wall just to buy and hide a box of fried chicken inside her backpack, even if it got slightly crushed. And now, there was this sweet little dessert brought back by eldest sister after her business dinner. Every single little detail in my life was clearly telling me that I am truly loved by so many people. Thank you, eldest sister. Have you eaten yet? No, I was busy drinking at the dinner and didn't get a chance to eat. I just figured you might like this. Then once you're done freshening up, come downstairs. And let's eat together, okay? Alright, I'll go wash up. You go ahead downstairs and eat first. Don't wait up for me. Stepping into the living room, I even went to the dining area to look for Lulu, but she was nowhere to be seen. I pulled out my phone and sent a WeChat message. Sister, where are you? Eldest sister bought some cake. Come down and have some. I'm chatting with Haiyang, you go ahead and eat. Just eat it yourself. Don't give any to the eldest Lu sister. She's honestly so childish, but then again, eldest sister hasn't had it easy either. She had to move abroad all by herself at such a young age to study and work. She excelled in absolutely everything. To become so successful without her parents watching over her, she must have had incredible self-discipline. Now that she's back in the country to take over her uncle's company, I've never once heard her complain about being tired. But I remember very clearly, back then whenever uncle returned home from a business dinner, he would still wrap his arms around mom and complain about how terrible the food was or how he didn't get enough to eat. Every time that happened, mom would head into the kitchen with a smile and cook him the simplest bowl of plain noodles. Does eldest sister never complain about being tired? Simply because she has no one she can act spoiled with. In that case, she actually seems even more pitiful than me. Thinking about this, I immediately dove straight into the kitchen. After Lu Shui finished washing up and changed into her loungewear, she came down to the living room. Ah, Chen, I said, my older cousin values her self-respect. On it was a bowl of steaming hot noodle soup, with fresh green scallions floating on the surface. I made some noodles for you. The rich aroma of sesame oil wafted through the air. Back then, whenever uncle came home from business dinners, he would always ask mom to cook a bowl just like this for him. Eldest sister, you should have some. Lu Wei was used to being independent and highly disciplined. Even if she didn't eat enough at a dinner event, she would never eat again once she got home. She actually found falling asleep on an empty stomach quite comfortable. But ever since she came back home, this was already the second time I had prepared a late night snack for her. The first time was the ginger milk curd and egg custard, and now it was a bowl of noodle soup made entirely from scratch. Waves of warmth washed over her heart. Before she even took a bite, Lu Shui felt completely warm all over. I said, my older cousin values her self-respect. What's wrong? Does eldest sister not like scallions? Lu Shui pulled out her phone and neatly arranged the bowl and chopsticks. No, I'm just taking a photo to post on my moments. Ha ha ha, alright then. I didn't know eldest sister liked documenting her life too. This kind of feeling, such a grounded, comforting warmth, was actually brought to her by her little brother. I finally understand why that girl Lulu gets so incredibly protective of Ah Chen and cares about him so much. A boy this wonderful really shouldn't have to suffer or go through any hardships at all. I was playing on my phone beside her. I tapped on WeChat Moments and saw what Lu Shui had posted. Not long after it went up, people already started commenting. Long Yu wrote, our little brother's cooking skills are pretty legit. Not only is he handsome, but he can also cook. Pei Ruyan didn't leave a like, but only replied, make sure the kid doesn't burn himself. I really envy the tight bond and friendship those three share. Even if they hang out and do absolutely nothing but talk, it never gets boring or dry. Before long, Lu Shui had completely finished the bowl of soup noodles. She offered a slightly embarrassed smile. Ah Chen, your cooking skills are amazing. I accidentally ate way too much without even realizing it. I know you rarely have late night snacks, so I only cooked a tiny portion. It really wasn't much at all. My second sister, on the other hand, can easily polish off a massive bowl. Does Lulu often make you cook noodles for her? Yeah, second sister frequently goes out to bars and clubs, sometimes not returning until dawn. If I happen to get up early, I'll cook a bowl of noodles for her. It's bad enough that she's so reckless herself, but she shouldn't be interrupting the routine of someone who actually needs to go to school. I really shouldn't have given her so much freedom. Suddenly, something crossed my mind. Oh right, eldest sister. Sister Ruyan sent me a few stock codes earlier, and she told me to invest in 2 of them starting tomorrow. Can you help me take a look at it? If she recommended them, just go ahead and invest. Ruyan wouldn't mislead you. I know, but I don't actually have that much liquid cash on hand. The card I gave you before doesn't have a password, and it doesn't have a spending limit either. You can just use that as your personal startup capital. That's what I was thinking too. But I still wanted to check exactly what is the maximum amount I'm allowed to spend. Well, how much do you need? Feeling a bit out of my depth, I nervously held up 5 fingers. 2,281, 500 million. I quickly shook my head. 2,282. Then is it 50 million? 2,283. Lu Shui asked again. 2,284. I shook my head once more. 2,285 and carefully asked, would 5 million be okay? 2,286. What can you even achieve with just 5 million? 2,287. I'll give you 50 million instead. 2,288. Take that and use it for now. 2,289. If you lose it all, I'll just inject more capital for you. 2,290. Eldest sister, 2,291. Isn't that a bit too much? I've never even seen that much money in my life. 2,292. Investing is just like this. 2,293. Since you're just starting to learn the ropes, 50 million is perfect to practice with. 2,294. Once you get a bit older, this amount won't even seem like a big deal to you anymore. 2,295. Oh, by the way, 2,296. Sister Ruyan said we're going over to her place for dinner tomorrow night. 2,297. Qingming will be joining as well. 2,298. Did she not mention it to you yet? 2,299. She did? 2,300. She told me about it during our video call earlier. Feeling pretty out of my depth, I timidly held up 5 fingers. 500 million, I shook my head. Then 50 million. Lushuka asked again. I shook my head once more, asking very cautiously, would 5 million be okay? What can you even do with just 5 million? I'll give you 50 million to start around with. If you lose it all, I'll just give you more capital. Eldest sister, isn't this a bit too much? I've never seen so much money in my life. Even when you grow older, you'll still think it's pocket change. That's just how investing goes. 50 million is just right for you to practice with and learn the ropes. When you get a bit older, you won't even think twice about this amount. Oh, by the way, Sister Ruyan mentioned having dinner at her place tomorrow night. Qinming will be back too. Didn't she tell you? No, it's just that she's usually very distant toward outsiders. But when it comes to her own people, she's actually incredibly loyal and dependable. You should try chatting with her more. She's phenomenal when it comes to investments. So if you let her guide you a bit in the future, your capital will double in no time. Alright, it's getting late now. Go on upstairs and get some sleep. 2,309. The next morning, when Lu Shui noticed the scratches on Lulu's face, 2,310, she immediately assumed she had been fooling around outside again. 2,311, with a cold expression, she sternly scolded her with a few words. Lucie, upon seeing the injuries on Lulu's face the next morning, thought she had been messing around outside again. Where on earth did you go wild last night? Ha ha ha, alright then. How did you end up looking like this? I walked down cupping Lulu's face to check it from side to side. It's fine. It looks way better than yesterday. Just rest for 2 more days and you can go out and play with your boyfriend again. All you ever think about is playing. You're already 24, yet you don't do anything productive. When exactly do you plan on joining the company? It was fine when you were just scolding me a second ago, but why are you acting like a strict parent in front of our brother now? We'll talk about this when old Lou gets back. Even he isn't in a rush, so why are you afraid I'll join the company and fight you for the family inheritance? You'd actually need to have the skills for that first. Sister, let's just sit down and eat first, okay? Seeing that these two were about to start a massive argument, I quickly stepped in to stop them. Sister, you have injuries on your face, so just stay home and get some proper rest. Let eldest sister drive me to class today, or else I'm going to be late. After your classes wrap up this afternoon, I'll have someone pick you up. Come over to the company and hang out for a bit, and then we'll head over to Ruyan's place together for dinner. Oh, alright. So it turns out I'm the only useless one with nothing to do. And to make matters worse because of these injuries, she couldn't even go out to see her boyfriend. She originally wanted to hang out with Ah Chen, but now look what happened. Her little brother had been completely snatched away by that shameless eldest Lu sister. Where was she supposed to go to complain about this? Wang Haiyang really doesn't deserve such a wonderful sister. But I also know that Lulu is a complete rebel by nature. Even if you tell her a dish is literally made of garbage, she has to taste how bad it is herself before she'll start complaining. Whatever, forget it. Just like what Qing Ming said, it's really only a matter of investing some money. Besides, I'm about to become very rich anyway. My sister used to take care of me, so from now on, it's my turn to take care of her. Look at my little brother trying so hard to please me. He must feel incredibly guilty because I'm being forcefully dragged away by Boss Lu. Luwik stood by the door quietly watching me comfort Lulu. Alright sister, just be good and stay at home, okay? Remember to eat your meals properly. And don't forget to apply the medicine to your face. 2362. The dark look on Lulu's face finally softened up a bit. 2363, and a hint of a smile returned to her voice. Lulu's gloomy face finally brightened up a bit, and she even managed a smile as she spoke. Alright, hurry up and go to class so you won't be late. By the way, sister, your roots are showing. It's time for a touch-up. Or are you thinking of switching to a completely different hair color? I'm definitely sticking with this color. After all, isn't this exact shade? My little brother's absolute favorite on me. Ah, Chen, let's head out. The morning traffic is about to get bad. Goodbye, sister. 2372. Suddenly, her phone rang. 2373. Hi Yang, wow, you're calling so early? 2374. I didn't get to see you at all yesterday, so I couldn't sleep well last night. I missed you. 2375. Wang Haiyang might not actually be completely sincere toward her. 2376, but he is incredibly handsome, has a great physique. 2377 knows exactly what to say and always caters to her emotional needs. I missed you too. 2378. Meanwhile, I was busy thinking about how much capital I should invest today. 2379. Should I just test the waters with 5 million? First 2380, or go ahead and use that massive sum right away? 2381. So you like brown hair, huh? 2382. Lou mentioned that you seem to really prefer brown. 2383. Well, I like pretty much any color that looks good. 2384. It seems our little brother's sense of aesthetics is definitely on point. 2385. Eldest sister, is Sister Ruyan even more capable than you are? 2386. Yes, she's exceptionally capable. 2387. The Pei family has a deep-rooted legacy in the business world. 2388. And within every single generation, 2389, there are always 1 or 2 extraordinarily brilliant individuals who stand out. 2390. Pei Ruyan happens to be the absolute finest, 2,391 among her entire generation, 2,392. But since she's an only child, 2,393. Wouldn't she inherit everything anyway, regardless of how capable she is? 2,394. The dynamics of the Pei family are actually very complicated. 2,395. Her great-grandfather had 4 children, 2,396, and those children went on to have many offspring of their own, 2,397. By the time it reached their generation, 2,398, they had members established in politics, law, the military, and business. Her phone ringtone suddenly went off. Hi Yang, why are you calling so early? I didn't see you all day yesterday and I couldn't sleep well last night. I miss you? Wang Haiyang didn't actually care that much about her, but he was handsome, had a great body, was a smooth talker. Ha ha ha, alright then. I was wondering how much capital I should put into the stock market today. Should I just use 5 million to test the waters first? Or directly deploy that massive fortune Oh, so you like brown? Lulu told me you like the color brown. I like any color that looks good. Our little brother's sense of aesthetics is still totally on point. Eldest sister is Sister Ruyan, even more amazing than you. Yes, she is incredibly capable. The Pei family has a deep-rooted legacy in finance, and in every single generation, there are always one or two exceptionally brilliant figures. And Pei Ruyan happens to be the absolute best of her generation. But since she's an only child, it wouldn't matter whether she's amazing or not. She would still inherit everything, right? The Pei family is actually very complicated. Her great-grandfather had 4 children, and those children had many more children of their own. By the time it reached their generation, they had prominent figures in politics, law, the military, and business. In a prominent family like theirs, the internal webs and power struggles are completely beyond what an ordinary person could ever imagine. Within the Pei family, the person who controls the financial lifeblood is the one truly in charge. In the generation before Pei Ruyan, this massive responsibility fell directly onto her father, and her father had to be completely fair and unbiased amongst all the numerous younger relatives to choose a successor who was truly capable of carrying the family's weight. Fortunately, Pei Ruyan proved to be extraordinarily brilliant. When she officially stepped up as the next head, not a single person among the hundreds in the family dared to object. To have one person respect you is nothing special, but to have hundreds of people completely respect you, that proves you are the absolute real deal. These things aren't really a secret. Pretty much everyone in our social circle knows about it. I'm only telling you this so you can understand her a bit better. She can definitely be a bit cold, and her words can be quite sharp at times. But for my sake, she won't be nearly as harsh with you. Go ahead and send me your class schedule. When the time comes this afternoon, if I can't make it myself, I'll have my assistant pick you up instead. Got it, eldest sister. Goodbye, 2429. I stood by the roadside smiling and waving goodbye to Lu Shui. 2430, my heart completely filled with warmth. 2431. As Lu Shui's car gradually drove away, 2432, I turned around and headed toward the school, 2433. But my mind was already racing with thoughts about the upcoming stock market investments. 2434, a capital of 50 million, 2435 was without a doubt 2436, a massive mind-boggling sum for me. 2437, but I knew 2438. That this represented eldest sister's absolute trust and support in me. 2439. This money wasn't just a symbol of her trust. 2440, it was also my very first major investment into my own future. 2441. I made up my mind to take this seriously. 2442, and absolutely ensure I wouldn't let eldest sister's expectations down. 2443. Once my afternoon classes wrapped up, 2444, I received a message from Lu Shui. 2445, she told me something urgent had come up, so she couldn't make it herself. 2446, but she had already arranged for her assistant to take care of it. 2447, walking out of the school gates. 2448, I spotted a sleek black sedan parked right by the curb. 2449, the assistant politely opened the door for me. 2450, during the dinner at the Pei family residence. I stood by the roadside smiling and waving goodbye to Lu Shui, my heart filled with a warm feeling. As Lu Sui's car gradually drove off into the distance, I turned around to head into the school, but my mind was completely focused on the upcoming stock investments. 50 million in capital was without a doubt a massive fortune for someone like me. But I knew full well that this represented eldest sister's absolute trust and support. This money wasn't just a sign of her trust, it was my leverage to build a future. I made up my mind to take this incredibly seriously and make sure I never let eldest sister down. Once the afternoon classes wrapped up, I received a text from Lu Shui, saying she was tied up and couldn't pick me up herself, but she had already arranged for her assistant to take care of it. Walking out of the school gates, I spotted a black sedan parked by the curb. The assistant politely opened the car door for me. Later during dinner at the Pei family mansion, I constantly felt a faint lingering gaze, staring in my direction. But since my mind was completely consumed by the stock market, I didn't think too much into it until I got home. I opened my laptop and carefully reviewed the stock codes Pei Ruyan had sent me. I decided to follow Pei Ruyan's advice and buy in as soon as the market opened tomorrow. Over the next few days, I closely monitored the stock market trends every single day. Fortunately, the performance of these two stocks was way better than I had anticipated. The stock prices were steadily climbing, and I was secretly thrilled that they were doing so exceptionally well. I was incredibly glad that I chose to listen to Pei Ruyan's advice. At the same time, Lulu and Wang Haiyang's relationship seemed to be hitting a rough patch. Every time she came back, she had new injuries. I knew full well that Wang Haiyang was absolutely not the kind of guy a woman could trust her life with, but Lulu seemed completely trapped in the whirlpool of love, unable to pull herself out. One day, Lulu returned home looking completely disheartened. What on earth did that bastard Wang Haiyang actually do to my sister? I sat down next to her and asked softly, "Sister, are you alright?" Lulu forced a faint smile and replied, "I'm fine. Just a little exhausted from work." 2481, I looked at her. 2482, knowing perfectly well that she was lying to me. 2483, I realized 2484 that all she really needed right now was someone to vent to. 2485 and a safe shoulder to cry on. 2486, and I was more than willing to be the one she could rely on. 2487, Chen, I've organized a family gathering. 2488, for this weekend. I invited Ruyan Long Yu. 2489, Chi Chi and the others to join us. 2490, let's have a lively get-together right here at home. 2491, sure thing. Eldest sister. 2492, Lu Shui, long time no see. 2493, long time no see. 2494, long time no see. 2495, Lu Shui, it's been a while. Yeah, long time no see. 2496, Pei Ruyan arrived wearing a light blue dress. 2497, which made her look exceptionally stunning. 2498, Chen, you look really handsome today. 2499, thank you, Sister Ruyan. 2500, let me tell you guys, I looked straight at her, knowing perfectly well that she was lying to me. I realized that all she really needed right now was someone to vent to, a safe shoulder she could lean on to cry. And I was more than willing to be the one she could rely on. Chen, I've organized a family gathering. For this weekend, I invited Ruyan Long Yu, Kiki, and the others to join us. Let's have a lively get-together right here at home. Sure thing, eldest sister. Lu Sui, long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see. Lu Sui, it's been a while. Yeah, long time no see. 2496, Pei Ruyan arrived wearing a light blue dress. 2497, which made her look exceptionally stunning. Pei Pei Ruyan arrived wearing a light blue dress, looking exceptionally beautiful. Ah, Chen, you look really handsome today. Thank you, Sister Ruyan. Let me tell you guys, the last time I went to that place, it was seriously mind-blowing. Ha ha ha, alright then. The party went incredibly smoothly, and everyone was having an amazing time chatting together. Pei Ruyan even stepped into the kitchen herself to make her signature braised pork belly. Sister Ruyan, this dish is absolutely delicious. If you like it, eat as much as you want. Just chatting is kinda boring though. So let's play a game instead. The loser has to face a small penalty. Nothing too crazy, just something harmless and fun. Sure sounds good, but I'm not really a great singer. So I hope you guys won't mind too much. No worries at all. Go ahead and sing, we promise we won't laugh. Alright then, I'll give it a shot. That was great, you sang with so much emotion. Our little brother is pretty brave. Thank you everyone. Ah Chen, go ahead and walk Sister Ruyan out. She parked her car a bit far away. Sure. How have your studies been going lately? Are you keeping up with everything? Yeah, it's going pretty well. I've been learning photography recently, and it actually feels really interesting. Ah Chen, you're working incredibly hard. Keep it up. Thank you, Sister Ruyan. I'll definitely keep working hard. Hurry up and head back inside. Drive safe, and let's hang out again soon. Ha ha ha, alright then. Once I got back home, I lay in bed thinking back on today's gathering. Both eldest sister and Sister Ruyan treat me so incredibly well, making me feel truly fortunate and happy. You're working incredibly hard. In the days that followed, I continued to push myself in school, while also closely keeping an eye on the stock market trends. I knew full well that none of this would have been possible without the support of eldest sister and Sister Ruyan. However, Lulu and Wang Haiyang's relationship was spiraling into a total disaster. You lied to me. You weren't away on a business trip at all. Ah, Chen, what am I supposed to do now? Wang Haiyang, he's a complete monster. Don't be scared, sister. I'm right here with you. Ah, Chen, I want to leave him, but I just don't know what to do. Sister, I will help you. You need to get away from him and make a completely fresh start. Thank you, Ah Chen. If it weren't for you, I honestly wouldn't even know how to survive this. 2,559. Over the next few days, I helped Lulu pack her bags, 2,560, and arranged for her to stay at a safe hotel. 2,561, I stayed by her side, offering her all the strength and support I could. 2,562, and gradually, Lulu began to regain her confidence. 2,563, she finally made up her mind to rebuild her life from scratch. 2,564, Ah Chen. 2,565, I'm ready for a fresh start. 2,566. Meanwhile, 2,567, my relationship with Pei Ruyan was growing closer and closer. 2,568, she was incredible. 2,569, always showing up right when I needed her most. 2,570, to offer her support and encouragement. 2,571, Ah Chen, do you want to come over to my place this weekend? 2,572, just the two of us. 2,573, I'll cook. There are some things I'd love to chat about in private. 2,574, I hesitated for a moment. 2,575, but in the end, I agreed. Sure. 2,576, Ah Chen, I really admire your hard work and persistence. 2,577, I truly hope you. 2,578, can always stay true to yourself and keep that initial drive. 2,579, Sister Ruyan. 2,580, thank you so much. 2,581, I won't let you down. 2,582, Ah Chen, do you know something? 2,583, I've really grown to love you. 2,584, Sister Ruyan. 2,585, I love you too. 2,586, Ah Chen, I love you. I love you too. 2,587, Sister Ruyan. 2,588. From that day on, 2,589, the bond between Pei Ruyan and me became unbreakable. 2,590. Good morning. We constantly spent wonderful moments together. 2,591. You're back, and I realized that the scenery out there was truly beautiful. 2,592, Pei Ruyan treated me incredibly well. You're back. 2,593. The soup is keeping warm in the pot. 2,594. Thank you. 2,595. Then a few months later, 2,596, Pei Ruyan rushed over to my house in a flurry to find me. 2,597. Ah Chen, let's get married. 2,598. Sister Ruyan. 2,599. Are you absolutely sure about this? 2600. Ah Chen, I am truly deeply in love with you. Over the next few days, I helped Lulu pack her bags and arranged for her to stay at a safe hotel. I stayed by her side, offering her all the strength and support I could. And gradually, Lulu began to regain her confidence. She finally made up her mind to rebuild her life from scratch. Ah, Chen, I'm ready for a fresh start. Meanwhile, my relationship with Pei Ruyan was growing closer and closer. She was incredible, always showing up right when I needed her most, to offer her support and encouragement. Ah, Chen, do you want to come over to my place this weekend? Just the two of us. I'll cook. There are some things I'd love to chat about in private. I hesitated for a moment, but in the end, I agreed. Sure. Ah, Chen, I really admire your hard work and persistence. I truly hope you can always stay true to yourself and keep that initial drive. Sister Ruyan, thank you so much. I won't let you down. Ah, Chen, do you know something? I've really grown to love you. Sister Ruyan, I love you too. Ah, Chen, I love you. I love you too. Sister Ruyan. From that day on, the bond between Pei Ruyan and me became even stronger. Good morning. We constantly spent wonderful moments together. You're back. and I realized that the scenery out there was truly beautiful. Pei Ruyan treated me incredibly well. You're back. The soup is keeping warm in the pot. Thank you. Then a few months later, Pei Ruyan rushed over to my house in a flurry to find me. Ah Chen, let's get married. Sister Ruyan, are you absolutely sure about this? Ah Chen, I am truly deeply in love with you. 2605 Pei Ruyan pulled out an exquisite ring box. 2606 upon opening it, 2607 revealed a pair of brilliant sparkling couples diamond rings. I want us to stay together for the rest of our lives. Sister Ruyan, I love you too. I'm more than ready to spend my life with you. 2605 Pei Ruyan pulled out an exquisite ring box. 2606. Upon opening it, 2607 revealed a pair of brilliant sparkling couples diamond rings. 2608. Ah Chen, will you marry me? 2609. I will. 2610. Sister Ruyan, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. 2611. Pei Ruyan held me tightly in her arms. Ah Chen, I love you. 2612. We're going to be happy together forever. 2613. From that day forward, 2614, Pei Ruyan and I officially became fiancé and fiancée. 2615, our lives were completely filled with pure happiness and romance. 2616, our mutual support and deep understanding. 2617 made us even more determined to walk this path together. 2618, after getting married. 2619, Pei Ruyan and I built our new life side by side. 2620, we worked on investments together. 2621, and managed our finances as a team. 2622, our lives kept getting better and better. 2623, and our love for each other only grew deeper with time. 2624, whenever the night grew quiet and still. 2625, I couldn't help but look back at all the memories of the past. 2626, those days behind me. 2627, whether filled with joy or sorrow. 2628 had all become the most precious treasures of my life. 2629, I knew full well that none of this would be possible without my sisters. 2630, without Ruyan. 2631, and without every single person who loved and supported me. 2632, now 2633, I am no longer that lonely, helpless kid from before. 2634, I have a family and friends who truly cherish me. 2635, a stable career that I am deeply passionate about. 2636, and a beautiful wife who loves me with all her heart. 2637, just as I love her. 2638, I know that all of this is a beautiful gift from destiny. 2639, and I will treasure it with everything I have. 2640, we will continue to be happy together. 2641, from now until eternity. Pei Ruyan pulled out an exquisite ring box. Upon opening it, revealed a pair of brilliant sparkling couple's diamond rings. Ah Chen, will you marry me? I will. Sister Ruyan, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Pei Ruyan held me tightly in her arms. Ah Chen, I love you. We're going to be happy together forever. From that day forward, Pei Ruyan and I officially became fiancé and fiancée. Our lives were completely filled with pure happiness and romance. Our mutual support and deep understanding made us even more determined to walk this path together. After getting married, Pei Ruyan and I built our new life side by side. We worked on investments together and managed our finances as a team. Our lives kept getting better and better, and our love for each other only grew deeper with time. Whenever the night grew quiet and still, I couldn't help but look back at all the memories of the past. Those days behind me, whether filled with joy or sorrow, had all become the most precious treasures of my life. I knew full well that none of this would be possible without my sisters, without Ruyan, and without every single person who loved and supported me. Now, I am no longer that lonely, helpless kid from before. I have a family and friends who truly cherish me, a stable career that I am deeply passionate about, and a beautiful wife who loves me with all her heart, just as I love her. I know that all of this is a beautiful gift from destiny, and I will treasure it with everything I have. We will